Hi there, welcome to Joshi'ing Around Weekly, a podcast in which we will discuss the most important shows, the best matches and the hottest topics in Japanese women's pro wrestling on a weekly basis. I'm Tim.
And I'm Eric.
And welcome to the show. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 17 of Joshi'ing Around Weekly. Our podcast is a part of the Social Suplex podcast network, a network dedicated to bring you the best coverage from all over the world, including Keeping It Strong Style, the Trish and Sarah wrestling podcast, One Nation Radio, Tunnel Talk, All Things Elite, Imps AW Adventure, and Wrestling Art with Chris Stings. It is also the network that brings you the Social Suplex newsletter around once a month, which gives you an in-depth coverage of promotions from all over the world, the best coverage in all of wrestling media, and you can find it on socialsuplex.com. If you have any questions for me or Eric personally, feel free to join the Social Suplex Discord, where you can find us in our own channel. Today is February 3rd, and we have on our agenda, well, first we will introduce us special guest, Velkej. You may know him from an early episode I did with him. I think it was episode 10, the 10th anniversary special. After that, we're gonna talk about the Voice of Wrestling Match of the Year list with him. After that, we're gonna talk about the Shupro recap and awards. And then we're gonna get into the wrestling, which is gonna be STARDOM's Korakuen and New Blood show Marigold, Tokyo ChocoPro, and then we enter the indie zone, where Eric is gonna lead us through Sendai girls, Marvelous, Diana, Wave, Actwres girls, ChocoPro. And then we're gonna have a couple of quick previews. If you have time, we may go over a classic match that I recommended to Eric. And our match of the week picks. Okay, hell yeah, that was a mouthful. Hi Eric, how you doing?
I'm good, Tim. How are you? Oh, you forgot to mention, Tunnel Talk is back.
Oh, hell yeah. Tunnel Talk is back. Everybody listen to Tunnel Talk.
It out.
Amazing.
Yeah, they had a...
No, they're not complete yet, but Maif did a wonderful job, I thought. Right?
Yeah. How you feeling, Tim?
I feel better. I'm kind of tired today. I don't know. It's been a rough week so far. It's gonna be a rough week. I got a stressful couple of days ahead of me, but...
Oh, work-wise?
Yeah. Got a couple of presentations tomorrow and the day after tomorrow.
Okay, but you ace those anyway, right? You always get stressed about them, and then you come out and you're like, hey, it was completely fine, I was awesome.
Yeah, that's usually the case, actually. You got that pretty correctly. Last week, I mentioned that there's a lot of terrible stuff going on in the world right now. Unfortunately, since we recorded last week, more bad things have happened. I just wanted to do a quick shout out to our Portuguese listeners. I know we have a very good friend from Portugal. There's the Storm Christine, is ravaging the country right now. And, to you guys, to our special podcast fan, number one, self-proclaimed. Some people might dispute that, but he's right in the disaster zone pretty much, and he doesn't have like real power and water right now, and no internet, and it's really rough. I wish him the best. I hope, like, listeners, if anyone wants to give something, maybe I'm gonna put a donation link or something in the description. Just wanted to mention this real quick. All our best to our friends in Portugal, and hope you keep safe, and hope, the situation gets better for you. Anyway, how are you doing, Eric?
Yeah, well, aside from that, fully agree with everything you said, and yeah, a link would be good, because I think there's a donation link.
Yes.
I was talking with one of our Portuguese friends, and it's like, this happening in an EU country, you would think they're just going to funnel all resources to help them out. And it's been like a week and they still don't have like proper water and power yet. And it's kind of crazy to think that can happen in like, an EU country, I guess. So yeah, feel free to donate to that cause. I'm personally okay. I mean, I'm pretty good actually. I'm caught up. I'm finally caught up on wrestling. From the Japan holiday. It only took 2 weeks, but now I've watched everything I want to watch. So someone in the, I wrote that feature, right? In the newsletter, the last one?
Yes.
About the sicko stuff, right? So someone in another Discord mentioned about how I probably do what I do just because I like to complete things, right? Like the feeling of checking things off. And I told them that's a very small part of it, but there is a truth to that. There's like a certain euphoria to ticking things off that really works well for my brain. Like a little endorphin rush. So I feel amazing now that I'm caught up. So I'm feeling good. In contrast to you, that, I think.
Yeah. Nah, I was a bit worried today because like my viewing, what's it called? My schedule that I invented for myself for like when I want to watch what was kind of interrupted yesterday evening. So I had a lot to get through today still, but so I know the feeling very well. I just got done with the last match I wanted to watch like literally a couple of minutes ago. Maybe 15. So yeah, I am very relieved right now that I'm all caught up with everything. So,
because the weird thing is, because I was thinking about it and I was like, sometimes I ask you, hey, did you watch this show? And it's not because I'm like trying to Brian Alvarez you, right? It's because we cover so many promotions that it's like impossible for you to like watch everything and me to watch everything sometimes. Yeah. And for like other podcasts, they normally like cover like, what does Brian Alvarez have to watch? Like, I'm not trying to shit on him, but it's like AEW, TNA and WWE, right? I guess NXT. So that's why it's funny in that context. But for us, we're literally trying to cover like 15 to 20 promotions. So when I ask you if you haven't watched the show, I mean, it's not to shame you. It's like, did you physically have the time to do it? So I mean, you shouldn't feel bad about that.
I mean, obviously the funny thing is that I have a fucking 40-hour office job, every week. Yeah. While Brian Alvarez
you
basically does nothing else
every day.
Yeah. And I'm not complaining because I love watching wrestling, unlike Brian Alvarez. It's not good. Let's not shit on Brian too much.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Just loves his WWE. What can you do?
All right.
All right.
Should we introduce? Well, it's not a guess because you literally explained who it was. Velkej,
so I've kept it a surprise. I don't know.
No, it's okay.
It's good. I'm fine. Unlike you both, I feel very old because my back hurts.
Because you've been farming?
A lot of farm work.
Yes. I've been farming. So there will be an update of the farm with the Velkej. Not today.
Is Tom not helping enough?
No. This is a man's job for manly men, as I am the manly man.
We'll consider editing that one out.
Why?
No, I was just joking. Velkej, the farming series you bring to our channel is one of my favorite things. For those who don't know, in the Joshi'ing Around Discord channel, in Sosu Discord network, the server, Velkej posts about farming. He posts pictures of the wood. How to make plum wine was the most recent one, which I thought was great. Velkej, do you want to give a quick intro to who you are beyond a farmer?
I am actually not a farmer. I'm just a hobbyist. We just own some land, and there's stuff that grows there, and someone needs to take care of it. So I am the guy who takes care of it. We as the family with the capital F, if you know what I mean.
Yes, family.
Sounds like
Dom Toretto. Yes,
exactly.
But in terms of Joshi stuff, though, so I know you because. Wait, what?
The check mob? I don't know.
Yeah, Sorry. We killed the last big one like 20 years ago. It was called Mrazek, which means a little winter man in English.
Nice.
Sorry, you killed a what?
No, we killed nobody. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. All right. Fine. Yeah, I didn't hear that. So I know Velkej because when I was starting the Actwres Girls coverage for the Social Suplex newsletter, Obviously, you have a podcast which you refuse to plug for some reason.
Yeah,
I know it's on hiatus now, but
we are
Actwres Stage
hiatus.
Podcast.
Yeah, we are on hiatus, and it's supposed to be monthly, but it's not monthly because real life stuff happens. We are on hiatus. We will come back soon, hopefully. We will see. But
yes. But you are not only a Joshi historian, which I rely on you for, but you're here to talk about your match of the year list, what you liked in 2025.
Yes.
So for the listeners real quick who might be uninitiated, last Friday was the final day for the reveal of the Voice of Wrestling match of the year list. And Velkej said he wanted to talk about it. He wanted to get something off his chest, I guess. So.
Yeah. It's the media list, which means you have to write something or record something the year before or even before, few years before back. It doesn't really matter. You just have to qualify to be a media member. So it's not just fan-based vote, which means you cannot really bot it or try to push something high up without it having some quality for people who watch it and people who vote in it. There's not thousands of them, but there's hundreds of them. So it's not just 12 people who are making a list. So there's a lot of compromise or something like that. But it's a vote. How they do it is that the first place is extremely important in terms of points, which means that if you decide to vote for something as your match of the year, that means something extremely important for you, because it's basically the most important vote in the whole top 10 list of yours is the top match. So, and there are few things that the list has. There's so-called Sadness Village, which is from match 101 upwards. This year it was 327.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wait, I thought Sadness Village was just all matches with only one vote. Is it just everything after 101? Okay.
That depends, because some years the first place vote qualified because of the number of points to be in top 100. Place 78 or something like that, because the 14 points was was enough to qualify, for example, 4 matches to be 78th match of the top 100, which is again, that's really important, because that means that was one match that one person of 200 thought that it's the best match of the year, and they were the only person that voted for that match. So it's not like this.
But it still made the 100.
Yeah, it made 100, and those if you look through the list and find the matches that have exactly one vote, and it's the first place vote, and no one else votes for it, those are the most interesting matches to go back and watch, because they are not consensus best matches of the year, but the people who were on the list that participate in the in this consensus voting decided that this really niche match is the best match they watched this year. And I didn't get to it this year yet. I make it a goal to watch every single match that has one first place vote, and it's the only vote for the match, because those are the most interesting matches of the year, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The other fun place for this list is the matches that got one vote, and it's the 1 point match, which is the 10th place, which is it's called Vanity Pick or something like that, because it's this is the match that I want to have on. Some people, a lot of people, consider it a match that they want to put onto the list, but they do not actually think it's the 10th best match of the year. It just needs to be on the list because they signifies something for them or something like that. For me, I put the so-called Velkej style match, which was a completely random match. Nobody will ever remember this match for whatever it was. It's the Megan Bane return match to Stardom, which meant it's the match of Hanako, Ryan, Waka Tsukiyama, Megan Bane against Ami Sourei, Lady C, Akira Kurogane, and Bozilla, which were mostly big women running into each other and slapping each other. That's all.
Yes.
Nothing more, nothing else. I was hooting and hollering. I love this kind of match. It's the match.
I mean, I remember
the match was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. That match was awesome.
Yeah, but you would not have voted it into top 10. I would.
No, I would not.
If I can ask
I should probably say, because we didn't plug it, but Tim did a...
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, so you did a podcast. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I literally forgot about that. I wanted to actually plug it at the start of the show. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I was on Wrestling Omakase this week. Usually that is Eric's job, but this week it was me who was over there on the Voice of Wrestling podcast network, and it was literally the same topic. It was about our Voice of Wrestling match of the year lists. It's a very long podcast, but I think it's a very interesting listen because like there's a couple of very like different opinions on there and people talking about their favorite matches of the year. And I'm probably gonna repeat some stuff I said on there just to clarify my list if we go through it later. Just to warn you, maybe you're gonna hear something twice now. But I think a couple of points I really just think are important to just explain my picks in general. So
I think this year was really interesting. First, it was the first year that got three women's matches into the top 10, because it was the Hollywood ending from AEW, the Saya Kamitani match, Saya Kamitani versus Tam Nakano, the Tam Nakano retirement match, and Syuri versus Shupro draw. I think it's interesting to talk about because Joshi'ing around, so we can ignore the Hollywood ending. I think it's interesting to talk.
I mean, I like that match a lot.
I heard it's awesome.
It is awesome.
I would like to talk about the three Sareee versus Syuri matches, and I would like to talk about why the draw placed ahead of the conversion match, and also the lack of cannibalization of or not really a lack of cannibalization, because I think it's interesting to compare the two matches between Tam Nakano, the two big Tam Nakano versus Saya Kamitani matches.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's talk about the Syuri ones, because this one's interesting because I think me and Tim have opposite opinions on which one we like. So I much preferred the conversion match, the 21st of June match between the two.
Tim, have you voted for? Have you voted for it or not?
Yeah, I think I voted for it third off the top of my head. I don't have my list, but I think it was third. I was very high on the conversion match.
Okay, that
I was too.
16th.
Yes. So still pretty high up. So, I mean, what you're saying though is true. Like they didn't really eat into each other. I feel like. I feel like a lot of people.
For me personally, for example, like I can attest to that. Like the second one didn't make my list because the first one was on there, and I just couldn't find space for the second one. And I don't know if I'm the only one who thought like that, because I already had both Tam Saya matches on there, and I didn't want to have 4 spots occupied by like essentially the 2 same matches. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I decided to not have another duplicate in my top 10 after Tam Saya, and that's why Sareee and Syuri missed. I think, if I was completely honest, like logically, the conversion match should be in there actually. But well, too bad.
Why do we, so Velkej, why do you think that the time limit draw was on double the amount of ballots than the conversion match? So the time limit draw was 23.5% of the ballots, and the conversion match was 10.8%.
So
I wonder if it's like an exposure thing.
I have voted for the draw. I have watched the match live or near live. I'm unspoiled. Right now I will make a big claim. That draw is top 3 draw of all time that I have watched. The other two
I can totally see that.
Kenny versus Okada, the 60 minute, and Arisa Nakajima versus Yoshiko from 2020, just before pandemic.
I have to say, I have 2 of the 3 the same. My third one would be Utami and Syuri from 2021.
That was not a draw, wasn't it?
It was. It was a double KO. It was a draw and then a double KO, but it's still a draw, like double KO, right? It's no winner. It's like...
That is true, but it's like, I don't consider it draw. I consider it...
Well, it's not a time limit.
It's not a time limit draw. It's like a draw.
You are right. I was talking more about the time limit draws.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Why I consider those 3 the best time limit draws that I've ever watched is that they are not worked as a time limit draws. Neither of them.
Yes.
I think that's true, yeah.
All 3 of them have, if you watch them live, if you do not know the result, and especially if you watch it with other people, because I was not there live, so I watched it in voice chat with other people, and I was living and dying at the end of the match, like closing, not even in the end of the match, like throughout the whole match, I was living and dying with both of them, and I think it's much better match than the conversion one. I will explain why. I have never considered the conversion match into my top 10 at all.
Damn. Okay.
It was not on my shortlist. For the simplest reason. At the start of the match, the booing of Sareee is the thing that started at the Yokohama Arena and continued throughout the summer until the September or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who booed Syuri at the Yokohama Arena was also present for this match and was also booing, or the booing continued through other people. But at the conversion match, around like 40-minute mark or something like that, Shura and Syuri switched the work style to have Syuri be the underdog, which didn't make sense towards the audience reaction that they were getting. And I do not like when wrestlers do not work for the audience that's in front of them, and they work differently. Part of the art of pro wrestling is to be able to improvise, to adapt to the audience that's reacting to you, because the pro wrestling at its finest is extremely reactive medium. You react to what the people are giving, and they are reacting to what you are giving them. So these two, who I consider really skilled pro wrestlers, did not do their job properly. I would have never voted for that match, and that's why I do not think it's as good as the draw. And I am very glad that the draw got into the top 10 as the 10th place, and the conversion match did not get into it. If you have different opinion, go at it. I think Tim, you have the opposite opinion, right?
Well, wasn't it pretty much like just, in my memory, the match was just like pretty much a kind of a back and forth, more like a 50-50 style match. I'm pretty sure like Sareee would get the upper hand again pretty soon after, right? Like in the final third, Sareee was clearly the dominating force, if I remember correctly. So I don't know. Maybe that was just a bit of a switch up to give Syuri like a nice dominant stretch as well. not make her look, to not make it look like Sareee is just like, I don't know, if Sareee is winning in the end anyway, like she's just essentially dominating Syuri the entire way, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the booing at the conversion, I don't think it was strong enough to signify to Sareee that she should completely change how she's wrestling in the match.
You are right in that, but I would have hoped that she would use the really loud reaction at the time.
Yeah, but it was a few people, and in order to make that cool, you're kind of overriding a lot of things that go into it, like your discussions with, I don't know, the other wrestler, the storylines it impacts, right? If you're just I'm going to go heel for this two people screaming boo at me. Those boos did catch on. I feel like it started at conversion. That's when I sort of really noticed it. And then she completely flipped, like going into the 5-star, right? Like against Konami.
Yeah.
So I think she adapted afterwards.
If I can, I was at the Yokohama Arena Live. I heard the guy who was booing, and he was booing Sareee and Starlight Kid. The Stardom audience shouted him down about the Starlight Kid. They were criticizing him on Twitter a lot about the Starlight Kid booing because it doesn't make any sense. But they were not criticizing him about the Sareee booing, and he kept booing. And other people went along with it, especially considering the kind of heelish promos that Sareee was doing ahead of the time, of her run in the Stardom. Yeah. So
people have been kind of dismissing that aspect, I think. The heel promos, she was very clearly cutting heel promos on Stardom. On the promotion, on the entire roster, like, she was clearly going for that.
But Velkej was implying that Sareee wasn't baking that into her in-ring work during that Syuri match.
She was not.
I don't know. Okay, she definitely wasn't working full heel, but she also wasn't working as a babyface in that match.
Not like in the Konami match or something, but yeah.
No.
No, it wasn't full Konami, but it wasn't full babyface, right?
Yeah, it was the Sareee match. That's the issue I have with Sareee, is that she changed for 5-star, and I was really happy with her 5-star. But she works her match and wants to wrestle her match, and is really, before the 5-star, I was like, oh, she is so unwilling to change, and that she will like deliver this one specific match that she has in mind, and it will never change, and it will be always the same. Because I have watched her before she went to WWE, and I did not enjoy her back then. As I am not one of the people that loves Sareee. I don't like Sareee. I've never liked Sareee, and I will always cheer against Sareee because she's not my wrestler.
I don't think she did something wrong in that match to say it wasn't a good match. Like, I don't think she should have just flipped on a dime.
No, it was a good match, but I would have never considered voting it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah. So we discussed those two matches.
Yeah.
Go on, Tim.
I just wanted to say my general theory about why the draw was ranked higher in general is that the conversion match was much more worked like a Stardom main event style match.
Absolutely.
And I think there's like a weird bias going on against like that style of match that's been like grown stronger, like people saying that style sucks or whatever. So I think the draw was much more like of a classic sicko match, people just beating the shit out of each other for 30 minutes, and less like epic main event style. So that's probably why I think the draw did so much better.
Yeah, when we started the segment, I said like exposure, and I know that the draw is on Sareeism and not Stardom, but I think the Sareeism match probably broke containment a bit more just because of the style of match it was, and that's
on YouTube.
Probably
it's also free on YouTube. Yeah.
And I think it's just the type of match, like you said, a lot of sickos are into. So that's kind of why I feel like it was on top of the ballots. But I mean, of course, it was an outstanding match in its own.
Yeah.
Okay. But you mentioned another pair of matches which did not cannibalize each other, which we could talk about. So Tamsire. So you put the Korakuen Hall one on the 3rd of March, Loser Leaves Town, near the top of your list, second, third. So do you want to talk a bit about that one?
Okay,
Me?
so
Oh, Velkej.
No, Velkej did. Did you as well?
Yes.
So my thinking was that for me personally,
sorry, Velkej. Let me just give some context. So, Sareee Kamitani versus Tamina Kano, the 3rd of March match, finished in 21st place, and it was on 6% of the ballots. And it had 12 votes total. Okay, and the highest vote was first. And then the April retirement match was on 30% of the ballots. It had 62 votes. Yeah, go for it, Velkej.
So, for me personally, this is the first year that I did, in air quotes, strategic voting. I have never done that. I have never voted strategically ever before. For this year, I had a really difficult decision to do. My list would have been just Stardom from Yokohama Arena. If I'm honest, it would have been Meiko Satomura's penultimate match, Mei versus Suzu, the blood match, Syuri versus Mayu Iwatani, the IWGP title match, and Sareee Kamitani versus Tam Nakano, the main event. Those are 4 matches. I did not want to do that. Those 4 matches would have been on my list if I did not do a decision that I will describe what I did. And neither of these matches on their own was able to stand against the Sareee Kamitani versus Tam Nakano from the March, from the Korakuen Hall show, which Tam Nakano lost and led to Tam Nakano leaving Stardom, in air quotes. That led to a post-match angle in which Sareee Kamitani wished Tam Nakano to disappear from his world, and that basically started the Tam Nakano retirement in earnest, and led to the stipulation of the match that placed 7th in the top 10 list, which much many more people voted for from the Yokohama Arena. So, as I said, that match from Korakuen Hall is the best match that I have watched in 2025. I did not vote it as the match of the year. I choose strategically to not include the other matches from Yokohama Arena show and to put all of them together into one package and say and decide which match from that show has the best chance to place the highest on the list. It's the
okay. So you preferred the March one then, by
yes.
far. Like you wouldn't have even had the April one on your ballot.
I would have if you like fourth place or something like that.
Well, even if you weren't voting strategically.
If I was voting just matches that I loved the most, it would have been 4th or 5th.
Okay, fine.
It would have been on my list.
Yeah,
it would have been 4th or 5th, but it would from the 3rd spot to 7th. It would have been 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 9th would have been matches from Yokohama Arena, which I did not want to do.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the best shows of all time. So it got a 6th of the votes. Sorry, it was on a 6th of the ballots compared to the April one, the March match.
Yeah.
Do you think that there was maybe some penalty because of the stipulation? Because I did read some ballots that mentioned that as a reason why that match wasn't higher. Or why do you think, both of you, because you both voted quite high, and it wasn't on my ballot, so why do you guys think this was maybe the better match of the two? Well, it's not better for you, Tim, but you still did vote high. Yeah.
Yes. Should I go?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I kind of laid this out on Omakase already, but for me, the April 27 match is basically probably my favorite match of all time, and nothing will ever come close to it, probably. So But in ring, or like for what the match was, the March 3rd Korakuen match was almost as good as that one, as my favorite match of all time. If not like on the same level pretty much. So I couldn't justify not putting it on number 2 for this list. So that's the reason why it's so far up for me as well. Because I thought the March 3rd one was fucking brilliant as well. Like everything front to back in that match is just perfect to me as well.
Do you think they cannibalize each other though? Because we're talking about like why it's on a 6 of the ballots compared to the April one.
Maybe, yeah. I think people who think the match stipulation is a negative because Tom appeared a couple of times after that on Stardom, didn't really pay attention to everything that was going on and all the promos they cut and how they basically did the things they did, because it was like very clearly explained by Stardom how or why Tom will fulfill her like commitments she had until Yokohama Arena, and like they signed her to like a special contract to just I mean, it's obviously all kayfabe, but they did explain it very well. And I think it's not quite fair to hold that against it really, because like obviously I don't know, it was explained, it was all in there if you just read what was going on and then how they did things. Okay. So personally I don't think that would be fair if people penalized it for it. In general, I think both matches just suffered from general lack of coverage in the Western wrestling media, because Yokohama Arena, the April 27th show, is the most important and biggest show in Joshi since in the last 30 years. And for that fact, the coverage it got was pretty laughable. And I think it just, you see, if you look at the votes for the April 27th match, right? It had 21 first place votes. That is massive. A third of all the people who had it on their ballot put it first place. So those who watched it loved it. And I think it could have done much better if more people were just either not had an aversion against Joshi in general, which is a big factor, I think. And if like some of the news outlets out there maybe gave a bit of time to this show, instead of like their 45-minute Raw review in the same week that happened or whatever. So that's what I think.
That's why we do what we do, right?
More than the cannibalization. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's why we do what we do. That's why we have our podcast, right? But
yes.
I want to talk, I'll come back to that April match, but for the March one, because it was only on 6% of ballots, I think we should maybe, so Velkej, I have a question for you about that match, because, you know, you love it so much. Do you think it's the best ever version of heel interference in a match?
Yes. Or one of the better. No, it's not the best. That I cannot say that. No. It's the best heel interference in Stardom ever. In Stardom.
Yes.
Do you want to explain what happened, or if you remember? Or
Look, the only thing that I remember is realization after the match that I will see Tam Nakano retire in person, which was one of the best things that has happened for me in the last 6 years. So it's like I did not book the flight specifically to see her retire, but I will get. This was 3 months after I booked my flight, and I got her retirement match.
Do you think that plays a factor as to why you liked it so much?
Yes. Okay. Extremely so.
Okay, cool. So I would like to talk a bit more about the April one. Specifically, I want to talk about how people maybe consume wrestling, because I think it's really interesting. So I think listeners know it is Tim and my favorite match of all time. I don't want to like dissect the match like move for move, but I want to talk about the idea that presentation, like entrances or post matches, don't count towards how great a match is, because it's just something I can't really get my head around that. So I just want to talk about the idea that all that matters is like the bell to bell. So I'll just mention, like, to me, it's the perfect match that sort of highlights how some interact with this hobby. Because to me, wrestling's an art, right? And the wrestlers are artists. And they put in effort to build towards their masterpiece, their culminating match, right? So the background, the lore, the previous matches, the entrances, the post-match, all of these are like deliberate choices by them to like elicit certain feelings and make you feel a certain way about the masterpiece that they're painting. So I don't understand how it could be ignored. And I'll just mention Chris Whitehead. He was also on Omikaze, friend of the podcast. And I'll just borrow an analogy. Technically he borrowed it from me, but I'll borrow the one that he borrowed from me. It's like buying a book and only reading the last few pages, right? To like see how the book ends. People can interact with entertainment exactly how they want. We're not the arbiters of entertainment, but I can't understand that at all. So, Velkej, you weren't high on this match. Do you see the post-match, the entrances, all of that? Do you count that as part of the match?
Yes. The Sareee Kamitani entrance was the best entrance that I have ever seen in my life. I was at four Wrestle Kingdoms. I witnessed multiple Okada entrances. I witnessed multiple Naito entrances. I witnessed the entrance of Kenny Omega return to New Japan Pro Wrestling with the One Wing Angel. I have witnessed into the same match with Ospreay entering with Elevated for the first time in 4 years again, which was like incredible feeling for me. I was on such high when he did that. It was so good. And I know that the stream, what people have seen, transmitted the Sareee Kamitani entrance as pretty well. But I've seen it on screen, and it doesn't compare how it looked live. The stage where she stood was pretty big, wasn't it? And they dimmed all the house lights in the whole arena. It was completely black. And then the whole stage exploded in fire. Not just like flames next to her. No. Whole stage exploded in fire, and there she was, standing in the middle of it. That was incredible. And the post-match with the lights and everything like that. Also, you have to consider, I don't know if the camera caught it, but she waved off Hate at the start of the match. They were there for her. She waved them off and they left. I saw Momo Watanabe, I saw Rina leaving. I don't know if they came back. I don't remember, honestly, because I was so transfixed on the match. Because I was still like, oh no, she's not going to retire. Sareee Kamitani is going to retire. Tam Nakano's not going to retire. This is awful. I'm watching Sareee Kamitani retire so soon. Why is she doing that? Because I did not believe until the very end that Tam Nakano will retire. Because I thought this is just one big Chan joke played on me. I was so hyped for her to see her retire, and she's not retiring. But she did retire.
So all of the things you said
didn't even make sense.
Build up to me to make it the best match of all time in my personal rankings. Like just the whole entire package. Also, what you mentioned, the fact that, I didn't actually know she was retiring when I was watching that. So I don't even remember like a lot of the moves in the match. I obviously remember like the key ones, the Twilight Dream, Daichi just counting 2 and then stopping. I remember stuff like that because I haven't rewatched it once. I remember stuff like that. But to me, it's just the overall, what they presented that night. I find it really hard to see that topped because I just don't see wrestling as like sports. I see actors playing characters, right? If I saw it as sports, then I would have to think that they're real people doing real things, and that would break my immersion because, they do stupid shit in wrestling, right? But in the context of a show where they're playing characters, it's like easier for me to suspend my disbelief, right? I can say, this Sareee Kamitani character is a fucking lunatic in this universe, right? In the same way you suspend disbelief for like sci-fi movies, right? So I consume it like that. So the whole thing, if I see it as a whole package, I just don't see how it's going to be topped. So it's one of the best matches of all time, and it's certainly like my number one. So yeah, Tim, do you want to talk a bit about it? Just the idea of like the post-match and the entrances building towards a match being one of the best ever.
I completely agree with everything you said. It's just to me, everything is a part of the match, right? The story leading up to it, everything they built, like the entire 7 years building up to it, essentially is
the lore as well
of this match to me. Every bit of the lore, every thing that happened after the match, the brilliant ending to the show, with them sitting there at the top of the ramp, and the feathers flying down, and Tam pointing at the light, and then just the show just ending like that. It's crazy.
So
but I do think the execution or the actual match is kind of underrated from people I hear talking about it, because it's almost like people almost like want to excuse the match by the whole package. I think the match itself was just as brilliant. Like there was some stuff they did like was so effective for me personally watching the match. For example, when Saya Kamitani lifted Tam up at 2 on that one spot, because simply like there was such an emotional moment. She just couldn't end it yet. She just couldn't see her like mother essentially go away forever at her own hands yet, and she had to just like get the courage up to actually do it with another round of offense before she actually was ready to finish Tam, and that's, I don't know, that moment broke me completely. So these are things that just separate this match from anything else I think wrestling has ever produced for me. So yeah, that's just what it is. I have never watched it back either. I will probably never do that, but yeah.
The only thing that I have watched from that match is the gifs of the pointing at the back of the ring and the entrance of Sareee Kamitani. I have not watched anything else, and I will never watch anything else from that match. Similar to that, I will never ever watch Shibata vs. Okada ever again, because I do not want to forget the feeling that I have felt when I watched it live.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So I brought all of that up just to make the point, because Tim, you said it yourself. Like, people that watched the match seemed to love it. Again, it was on 30% of the ballots. It had 21 first place votes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So was it like the highest number of first place votes to not hit the top 2 on the list? I think was
yes.
Yes. I think one number 3 match once hit more, but usually
maybe a number 3.
That's reserved for that's only once. Usually, only number 2 places can get that high in first place votes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
extremely
I
high
think
number of people who voted for that match voted it as the best match of the year.
Yes. And I think a big part of that is this delineation between people who consume the hobby differently. I do think that's a big part of it. Like, the people that didn't watch it at all probably aren't interested in the things that we mentioned, and they don't consider those outside things to be part of a match's package. So it's just different ways, I guess, to view the hobby. And for those that do consider everything a part of a match, you will probably like this if you have not seen it already, because it is like the best version done of the whole package, the complete package, including the lore, which Velkej can do a 5-hour podcast on about the lore between those, Sareee Kamitani and Tam Nakano.
Why Eric said that is because I have posted a set of GIFs, free, of the first match from October 2018. October 2019. The first singles match between Tam Nakano and Sareee Kamitani, where they walk to the back, supporting each other, hand in hand. Then they bow together and then leave. They did the same thing they did in their first match ever as they did in their last match ever. You could have maybe said, it's just a coincidence. It makes sense for it to do it.
It's not.
In the last match. No, it's not.
Not when Tam is involved.
No. Tam Nakano, in 2018, when she was leaving Actwres Girls, had a talk with the player coach, Hota, an old women's wrestling veteran from All Japan Wrestling.
Sorry.
And in the post-match, Hota said, I will not... they said that they will not shake their hands because I am off to better and bigger things. And when I will make it, we will shake hands. They booked Hota versus Tam Nakano in the trios match on Hota produced show, like 2 weeks before Tam Nakano's retirement. And at the post match, they shook hands and they remembered that little promo that nobody else remembers. Like nobody else.
This is what I want to put over. These people are artists and they make deliberate decisions. And it feels weird to disregard half of their work, or more than half of their work, because most of the work is probably in the background and the lore rather than the 30-minute in-ring match. So let's respect these artists' work, I guess. Velkej, do you have any... Oh, sorry, Tim. I was going to close
Sorry, one last thing.
Because you can talk about this match for 3 hours. So.
I could, yeah. I just wanted to make this general point. I've done it before. It is a bit sad that a certain American company has made it like a derogatory way to think about wrestling.
Yeah.
To consider stuff like lore and moments and fucking the pageantry and like these long ass build stories, like wrestlers taking care of like everything, thinking back like 10 years to encompass all the history they had together, because people dislike what the other company counts as lore and as like melodrama or whatever they want to call it. This has just like been a blight on pro wrestling fandom in general. Like it has gone way too far in in the opposite direction, where it's like, it's like this forbidden term to care about anything, about a wrestling match other than wrestling or whatever.
I want
weird.
To be rewarded for my investment and paying attention to a storyline. It's the same thing some of the best TV shows of all time do, right? They reward you and then they build to like a last episode or last series and you're like, holy shit, it just blows it's not just all action, right? Okay.
And I am a stern believer in the wrestling portion of a match. Like I think the wrestling itself has to always tell the story as well. Like the main story told should be in the ring. For sure. But like everything, the entire history between two competitors should matter to the match itself,
The thing about wrestling is that it's one of the best storytelling medium available because every other storytelling revolves around some kind of conflict between people, ideas, and stuff like that. And they need some resolution. And in wrestling, you have the conflict built in the storytelling. It's the core idea of it. So you can put storytelling on top of the wrestling instead of trying to figure out how to get to the conflict and how to get to the resolution, because in wrestling, you have the way how to get to resolution to the conflict inherent in the wrestling, because it's pro wrestling. So it's such a pity that basically while I don't like her as a pro wrestler, for ring purposes and making me mad about stuff, I think Tam Nakano is one of the best like storytellers of last 10 years that I am relatively
10,000 years.
I'm relatively new wrestling fan. I started watching wrestling when I was 30. I'm now 40 almost. So it's been 10 years and one of the best storytellers have gone. Luckily, Sareee Kamitani also remembers that she created Star Crusher to crush Starlight Kid. So like mother, like daughter, we will never get rid of the Tam Road.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And on that note, Velkej, do you have any last thoughts on the Match of the Year list by Voices Wrestling?
I think it was finalized. The top 10 made sense for me. Like, I don't watch any American wrestling at all. So I cannot be judged on the quality of the matches, but from what I've read and listened to and stuff like that, it made sense. The Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd made sense to be voted in. as the first match of the year, because it's Kenny Omega in Tokyo Dome, and it was supposed to be an incredible match. I'm very happy that Sareee versus Syuri got the 10th place that they got onto the list. I'm really, really happy about that instead of some random Dynamite match or something like that. Yeah, really good.
Can I?
Well, go on, Tim. Is it about time?
One last thing. Nah, I figured out what my real time limit draw is. My third one would be Tanaka and Mayu Iwatani from October 9th, 2021, which is an incredible match.
Oh, it's that match where after which people considered, Tam Nakano needs to defeat Mayu Iwatani, and then she never did.
Yes. Fuck her. No.
It makes sense.
Well,
Mayu should have put over Tam for sure before she left.
She did not need to.
That's one of the things I will.
Okay, you guys are going to talk about Tam Nakano for like 2 hours. All right, Velkej, do you want to sign off?
Yes, I have. People go listen to the next hour and a half of this podcast. It's very good. It will be only an hour and a half.
Yes.
Trust.
Gonna be done pretty soon.
Fucking hell. Thank you, Velkej. Yeah, plug your... I don't... Stop not...
No, I will not plug anything. You can go shout at me on Twitter. Come shout at me on Twitter. I will block you.
Yeah, go shout. What's your Twitter handle?
At Velkej Bracha.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Velkej, for joining us.
Thank you as well.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Velkej. See you. Bye.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna plug his podcast, Actwres Stage Podcast, where he talks about Actwres girls, one of the best rookie promotions in the scene, as we talk about on here, with Sondra. Velkej, you just gonna sit in here? Is he?
You can if you just mute it in case you type or something.
Yeah, if you want to, that's fine.
Yeah,
you get a preview. Just wanted to finish off because I don't think we actually said the top 10. So the top 10 list was Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd on the 5th of January, on 60% of the ballots. So that was it was on a lot of ballots, but it didn't get as many first place votes as previous winners. Mystico versus MJF was rank 2 on 19th of September in CMLL. Adam Page versus Will Ospreay 3 on the 25th of May in AEW. Adam Page versus John Moxley at All In. And then the Hollywood ending. Let's just do top 5. There you go.
All right.
Should we move on?
This was the Voice of Wrestling Match of the Year segment, where Velkej comes into my house to gloat about the retirement of Tam Nakano.
You know,
unbelievable.
I thought you guys could go on for hours. I was stressed the whole time. I was like, they're never going to stop talking about this match.
We probably could. We got to do this at some point. But
yeah, you guys could honestly have an hour's podcast about. I mean, we won't spoil, but maybe we'll do a Tam retrospective at some point. Which
yes, maybe we can invite Velkej for some of them.
That would actually be fun. Yeah, that would be fun.
But we have a lot to get to, so we had to move on, unfortunately. So unless we want to do like a 7-hour podcast this week or whatever.
Yeah, let's
we're trying to keep it at 2 as usual. So let's go.
So every Tuesday, as I mentioned last episode, Shupro release a new issue, Weekly Pro Wrestling magazine, and we just recap what's going on in there, I guess, just to keep up to date on Japanese media and see what they're saying, anything interesting. So 2396 was last Tuesday, and it was a very light issue, at least for stuff that I'm interested in. There was like a very short amount of interviews, very like short articles. I think only one was kind of interesting to talk about, and that was YUNA again.
Once again.
So she's really, they're trying to bait. I mean, they're not trying. I mean, she's a baby face. So I shouldn't say. It's not like she's MJF or something.
But she's. Yeah.
No, she's very likable. So, on the roll of babyface articles, 3rd issue in a row, I think it's working. So this time it's an I article.
Yes.
So these I articles are like short articles at the back of the issue. They're like a short op-ed by one of the editors, and sometimes they have quotes from the person they're writing about. This writer is gushing over YUNA. Like, the writer is so enthusiastic about YUNA, and it's partly because of how she was being interviewed by the editor. He was like well, actually, I don't know the gender. They were like so blown away by YUNA's enthusiasm, I guess, for the subject. So they spoke about how Shupro does a reader giveaway, and there's like an autograph board that they give away to readers. And the reporter said that YUNA like put her whole heart into it because she knows what it's like as a fan to receive them, because she has literally received one of those autograph boards before when she was a Shupro reader. So this idea, again, that YUNA is in it completely for the fans and no one else, that's the theme we explored last week. And that kind of popped up again here. Like, she just wants to make fans happy. And that's why she went to town on this autograph board, just to make whoever would receive it happy. She mentioned that she wants Sendai girls to become a signature sports team in Sendai, like the baseball and soccer team. That's a good ambition to have. And she said that she was surprised that All Japan runs shows in Kakuda, which is near her hometown, because it's so rural. And when I read that, I was like, does she know that the Saito twins are from there? Who are obviously massive, they're massive draws. So I was like, she should know that. But maybe she doesn't know that. All right, this is where she completely lost me, Tim. Yeah, this is where she lost me.
What?
She said she loves music, in particular bands, yes. And she wants to invite the band she uses for her entrance theme and bring in a bunch of other bands and put on a wrestling event. That's
where she got me.
That's where she got you. That is where she lost me.
You remember? You remember who was comparing music to wrestling the other week on our podcast?
Was it you?
I think it was me, yeah. She did the same in this interview. I was like, wow, I gotta root for her now. Sorry.
Yeah, she's a music nerd.
I did always like her entrance music, so yeah. It's good.
Yeah, she said her other passion is photography. So her three passions are music, wrestling, and photography. And she took some ringside photos at a Sendai Girls show when she was younger for a project. And that's actually what led her to wrestle for Sendai Girls. So yeah, just a little more background on the good friend of the podcast, YUNA. Also, I find it hilarious that YUNA segment is when Velkej left the Discord.
I think it's because
he is a YUNA hater.
He is a hater. He's a full-on hater.
He's because we said the things in the last issue, and he didn't even change his mind about YUNA.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, but we love YUNA here, don't we, Tim?
Yes, this is a YUNA non-hate zone. You know,
non-hate zone, exactly. All right, then
didn't want to call it a love zone. That sounds weird.
No. Why are our brains exactly the fucking same? By the way, this episode's going to be fucking unhinged. I just know it.
Yeah. I'm tired. I'm always going to be unhinged when I'm tired. I think that's
yeah. You know, I also thought YUNA Love Zone. Is he going to say YUNA Love Zone? And then I didn't say it. And then you just. All right. Now, there was a new issue released today. That's 2397. Obviously, I didn't have time to translate it. But what I did have time to do was look at the awards that were released. So we spoke about it. It must have been the episode before Japan or something. Yeah. We spoke about how they do fan-voted awards. Mm-hmm. So completely fan-voted. The voting period was from November 26th to January the 6th. They had a total 13,000 people voted, 13,000 readers. And the eligibility period was from January 1st to December 31st. So just wanted to talk about some interesting ones maybe. We're not going to do a full dissection because we only got this 10 minutes before we started. The Men's Pro Wrestling Grand Prix, we're a Joshi podcast, so I just wanted to mention this because it was interesting. Ozawa was second with 4,000 votes, but first place winner was Hiroshi Tanahashi with 5,788. Any observations on the Men's Grand Prix, Tim? Or just...
But I didn't look at the whole list yet, to be honest, but it kind of makes sense to me. I mean, Ozawa is very, very popular. Takeshita is pretty high as third. I heard everyone hates him there, but maybe that's only DT voters. I don't know.
He's above Goto, Miyahara, Yuki Ueno, Yuta Tsuji. Yes. So, yeah.
But Tanahashi winning obviously makes sense to me.
I mean, yeah, obviously. So the Women's Pro Wrestling Grand Prix was obviously won by Saya Kamitani, who got 5,600 votes, almost as many votes as Hiroshi Tanahashi got for the men's vote. What was interesting is Sareee Yamaoka was second with 2,000 votes. So I think there was perhaps some campaigning going on there, perhaps.
I strongly assume that, yes.
Unless she's like super popular on socials, I don't actually know.
I mean, I can imagine that she's popular on socials, but yeah, I think this is a poll that often or regularly gets weirdly brigaded by certain fan bases. Yeah, but she got 2,028 votes. That's more than Marigold puts butts in seats for most shows. So maybe they should buy more tickets if they love her so much. I don't
know. Yeah, fuck Sonny. Both of them actually. All right, and then Tam Nakano was third with 1,265 votes. Sareee fourth with 1,080.
Here, I think honestly, I think a lot of Tam Nakano voters probably switched to Saya Kamitani to make her win. Essentially, that's what I think. Maybe they kind of cannibalized each other. Are they? I don't know. But the way it all ended, I think most of us made peace with Kamitani, and also she's her daughter, right? Essentially, she's a wrestling daughter.
She's a wrestling daughter. All right. I'm just going to skip the men's stuff now.
Because Tam Nakano used to have massive votes in these Shupro awards usually. And it seems like all of that volume moved over to Saya Kamitani this year, if I look at the voting patterns here. So it's just my theory.
Cool. And then the women's best match was obviously the match we've discussed in this podcast, the Saya Kamitani versus Tam Nakano, which had 3,700 votes, ahead of Mirai versus Sareee Yamaoka, which was a great match, but again, maybe something going on there, especially considering the difference between that match and Sareee Yamaoka in the Women's Pro Wrestling Grand Prix category is 4 votes. So it seems like there's 2,028 very dedicated Sareee fans, and then plus 4 people thought the Mirai match was good.
Yeah.
I guess the one surprise on this list is Sareee versus Natsupoi. So I think that's a big fan favorite. It seems like those two people fighting. That's cool, yeah. I think this kind of indicated to me that people are into the best friend gimmick thing between the two. Because, like, what other reason does it have to be that high?
I mean, also we're gonna see it later. Natsupoi is very popular in general. It's kind of weird that she didn't get women's. It's Grand Prix. I think people maybe the non-Sareee voters took it maybe more seriously. That Grand Prix is supposed to be like MVP, right?
Yeah, it's meant to be MVP. Yeah.
So in the favorite awards, Natsupoi is much higher. So.
Yeah, we'll get to, but what I don't get is Natsupoi has had other big matches, like the red belt match, right, against Saya Kamitani on 21st of July. But they specifically voted for the Sareee match, which kind of makes me think that they like the feud behind it. Otherwise, why would you vote it?
Yeah. It also shows kind of the difference because in the Western fan base, that match was not liked that much. The Sareee Natsupoi one, I think. From what I read, at least on some Discord.
Well, it's said to be underwhelming compared to, the ceiling maybe it had. Yeah.
Yes.
There's no other surprises in this list. Well, Uber Eats. Sorry,
wow. I didn't see that. That's crazy. That's criminal.
So Yuki Kamifuku and Wakada Yuhara versus Shoko Nakajima and Hyper Misao.
The match is a war crime, bro. That's my personal Takeshita was evil, I think.
Yeah, no, that match was not. I remember seeing that match. I was like, how could you not have a good match with Shoko Nakajima?
I mean, not even the match quality. It just the outcome was like, I was just like,
yeah,
I didn't understand why.
Yeah. And then men's best unit. So the only interesting thing here is the heel units come on top. War Dogs are the most popular with 4,600 votes, and then Team 2000X from Noah 2,300, and then Horse. House of Torture with 2,300 votes. So they like their hill units. Well, it is the year of the horse in Japan as well. So.
Well, the War Dogs were supposed to be faces at some point, I think.
That's true.
Last year.
That's true. So they've been faces for like a few months. And then women's best unit. I mean, obviously Cosmic Angels. They win this shit every single fucking year.
Hell yeah! I mean, deservedly so.
Yes. And then Hate had 3,000 votes. Again, they love their hill units. Spark Rush in third with 900 votes. That's notable because, I mean, they're never in Stardom.
It's just a tag team. It's not
and it's just a tag team. They also haven't tagged in Marigold. So this is like a purely Marvelous vote, which I find interesting. Yep.
The fourth.
Yeah, no, we're not even going to give that name like a read. I just don't think it deserves any attention. A certain Marigold stable was in fourth. And And if you know Marigold, you know there's only
crazy.
one unit, so you know what I'm talking about. Then I find the fucking Woman's Best Foreign Wrestler Award. Look at this fucking shit, okay? In first place, Bazilla with 6,556 votes. That's half of the total eligible votes. Well, because there was 13,000 votes overall. She won half of the votes.
I mean, if you tally it up for this specific awards, that's like 95% probably.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you look at it, right?
Like 2,000.
Like the others combined are maybe 1,300, 1,500. Yeah, maybe like 1,600, 1,700 is
no, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like only like 8,000 or 9,000 voted in this award, and she got 6,500 of them. So Bazilla, very popular. She's also been very good, so this is well deserved.
Yes. And best wishes to her, by the way. Did we cover her injury yet? I don't know.
Maybe not.
It came out like just pretty recently, I think, in the last week that she has a full torn ACL and needs surgery. So that fucking sucks. And yeah, wish her a speedy and well recovery. And yeah, fuck. All the best.
Rest up, Bazilla.
Yes.
And then in 6th, we had Spike Nishimura. 164 votes. Shout out Spike. And
That's
our
cool.
Spike correspondent.
Shout out Spike. Hell yeah.
Okay, don't care about men's rookie of the year.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's kind of funny how Hayabusa won, who's obviously like a refreshed gimmick, but whatever. Women's rookie of the year, Sareee Yamaoka, obviously her 2,028 dedicated fans, plus another 2,700. So she got 4,733 votes.
This award makes no sense to me, though.
So,
oh no, Senka is not in period, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
Nothing. Yes, she's not in the eligible period, the voting period.
Oh my God.
And then in 2nd, it was Chica from Evolution, who got 2,051 votes. So that is insane to me, because Evo is like not a popular promotion, and she beat out like Yurihime, Akira Kuragane, Shino from Marigold. I think this legit kind of means like
Chica.
she's great. She is very good.
Yeah.
I'll talk about
I
her.
rarely see her though, right?
Oh, yeah, but I'll talk about her in a Sendai Girls match. It was hilarious. No, okay. Fuck it. I'm going to do it now. She was against YUNA, okay?
Oh,
it was on the 1st of February show. Yeah, the one that just came out today. She was against YUNA. They fucking built this match like rookie versus vet. Guess who was the vet?
Chica.
Yes. And she debuted in March 2025.
That's
and she
funny.
was fucking no-selling YUNA's drop kicks. So, yeah, it was great.
And who would be the top voted Stardom rookie?
Oh, Yurihime, apparently, the glute master.
Hell yeah. They do like their glutes.
They do like their glutes. Shout out to Celine Mazzora, who was on 10th, my Ricky SLG. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Right. This one is very interesting. Favorite wrestler. I love this one. So, obviously Hiroshi Tanahashi in first with 4,500 votes. Natsupoi in 2nd with 2,800. She's very popular, if you all didn't know that. Don't forget that they sold 2,830-something tickets to Natsupoi and Saree's 10th anniversary at Ota Ward. That's basically a freelance show. Of course, it was on like Stardom pay-per-view and stuff like that, but they were selling tickets for that show. It was a self-produced show. That's a ridiculous number to not be backed by a promotion.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Or not to be a Stardom show. A proper
I think maybe Shingo bought like 1,000 votes or something for her.
I mean, I could see that.
Nah, I think she's legit just very popular.
No, she's insanely popular. Yuto Ice is in 3rd. I did not know this, that the Knockout Brothers are insanely popular in New Japan.
Yeah.
Yuto Ice was in 3rd, and fucking Oscar was in 10th.
It's so awesome in a way. I love it for them.
Yeah.
Hope they get paid now.
Let's get that bag. And another interesting one, David Finlay in 7th.
Yes.
He is very popular in Japan.
After Yuto Ice and Tanahashi, the third most New Japan wrestler. Third most popular.
Where the fuck is Yuto Tsuji?
It's crazy.
Where's Yota? Sorry, Yota. Is he even on this list?
I think he's not on there.
He's literally not in the top 50
That's
of most
crazy.
popular. Oh no, he is. He's 34. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So he's behind Ticket.
That's so funny.
Right.
33 is Takeshita, 34 is Tsuji. That's
no further comment on that. Tam Nakano and Sai Kamitani, 8th and 9th. Very cool. Toriyano in 12th. Sakurara in 15th and 16th.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Sayaka Kurara and Aya Sakura.
And you have only one vote, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So it's kind of an even split for like Sakura and Kurara.
It kind of makes sense because the Tam Nakano split in half, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, wait, where's Tam Nakano's votes? Oh my god.
What?
Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara's votes, they add up to almost Tam Nakano's votes.
Yes. That's amazing.
So technically, the Tam Nakano organism is almost like in 5th place.
Yes.
There we go. Some other interesting
YUNA
things.
Mitsumori is 6th, I just see here. That's crazy.
Oh my god, I did not fucking see that. YUNA Mizumori in 6th.
That is hilarious.
I mean, she's insane, so she kind of deserves it. I fucking love YUNA.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then the last interesting thing is the first DDT wrestler is 42nd. That's Yuki Ueno. Okay, fair enough. And then in 49th is Yoshihiko, the sex doll. With 126 votes above Kazuchika Okada. So the sex doll is more popular than Okada in Japan. So there you go.
That's amazing.
All right. Finally, favorite promotions. I thought this was quite interesting in particular because New Japan in first with 9,000 votes, obviously. Stardom in second with 6,000 votes. Marigold in third with 3,800. Sendai Girls in fourth with 2,500. Noah in fifth, around the same.
Crazy.
So I'll be honest. I think in terms of like ticket sales, I think Noah and All Japan, I think are above Marigold and Sendai Girls. So I think a lot of Marigold fans turned out for this ballot, as you could see with Sareee Yamaoka, right? We're getting 2,000 votes. So I think the Marigold number is a bit inflated compared to the position in the country business-wise. Sendai Girls is really surprising. I'm guessing it was some boost there as well. Some campaigning maybe. Don't know how much.
Yeah.
Because I would probably consider Noah like fourth, and DDT was seventh in this, but they're for sure like the third.
Wait,
like in terms of ticket sales, they're probably like the third.
Oh, Dragon Gate.
Yeah, no, DDT.
DDT. DDT is above Noah? Okay.
They sell out Korakuen halls for fun, like DDT. They just don't announce
Noah
numbers.
was the most. I thought Noah was the most successful Korakuen hall.
That's because DDT don't announce.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So everyone just kind of ignores them. But if they announce numbers, I'm pretty sure they would be level or just below Noah. But they're definitely up there.
Yes.
So
I do think Sendai Girls ticket sales are kind of underrated, but they often like do some really weird like works where they comp a lot of like school kids and stuff
for the big shows. Yeah. So in my head, Sendai Girls is kind of as big as just below Marigold, above Marvelous, but they've got 2,000 votes over Marvelous.
Yeah, I would have thought ticket sales wise they do better than Marigold, honestly.
I think they just
in my head canon at least.
They just run bigger buildings less times. That's why I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay. WWE is 10th. That's crazy.
WWE is 10th. Just to let you know, we always talk about some WWE takeover of Japan. They're not as big as you think they are in Japan. Okay, it's like it's not the same thing there. And finally, AEW is 18th, and it's below promotions like Seedling, Michinoku Pro, Wave. So just so you know, AEW has next to no footprint in Japan, if you weren't familiar with that.
Yeah, I do remember though in previous years, WWE did a lot worse than 10th actually. They were always together with AEW like in the lower half of the teens. So
I don't know if you saw, but there's two really popular wrestlers in WWE that Japanese fans love.
Yes,
it's
Rhea Ripley,
Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Right.
They fucking love that tag team and those two wrestlers. Rhea Ripley always shows up in these fucking polls and stuff like that. She's got very big international appeal. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Absolutely. Yes. No.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Is that it for our news section? I think so.
We're fucking cooked, man. All right, so take us into Stardom. Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. We watched Stardom New Year's Stars 2026 in Korakuen Hall. It was the 4th of their New Year Stars Korakuen Hall events in January. There were 1,332 people in there, which is still impressive. I don't know what the average is for this month. You probably know it, but
I think the average for the month is like 1,340 something. I was writing about it for the newsletter. Insane average for doing 4 Korakuens in a month, by the way.
That's crazy. And
I think the only other promotion that does 4 in a month is New Japan, which they're going to do in February. So it's like unprecedented. Also, it's ranked 32 out of 147 all time. So to do that in your 4th Korakuen Hall of the month, I feel with no title matches on this show. I mean, their business is great, right? So,
absolutely. Should we get started? Before the show, Stars went out. They announced some own produce show. Do you know what that is? It's Stardom, but it's like a Stars show specifically. I don't know.
Yeah, I assume it's like a Stars produce show.
Called Sunshine Party. Can I just say Stars is like the least interesting to me right now. I just don't care about them at all. I actively root against them winning any of the titles in Osaka. So, do
you remember we spoke about? I think it was when Hanan was beat up when her theme music was playing. We were mentioning like Stars is like a total opener unit. Like they're just like a low card unit. And that's why I didn't care that Hanan was leading them, right? Because it's not like they're like a high stakes unit. So
yeah, I feel bad because I love Saya Ida, but the unit as a whole feels wholly uninteresting right now.
Bea Priestley.
I don't know how they can change that. Bea
Momo Kogo and the Glute Master. I mean, come on.
Yeah, anyway. Shall we talk about a more interesting unit?
Hell yeah.
In our opener, we had Sayaka Kurara and Yuna Mitsumori teaming up with Maki Ito against Aya Sakura, who teamed up with God's Eye for some reason, Rana Yagami and Saki Kashima. When I saw that match, I didn't look up any translations. Did they explain this in any way? Do you know?
No, I don't know why the match was booked.
Yeah.
I mean, it was booked to further the feud between Maki Ito and Aya Sakura.
But like, why doesn't Maki Ito team with God's Eye against Aya Sakura and Cosmic Angels and her stablemates? Why did they put her stablemates against her? Why did they have her stablemates team with her like sworn enemy that she's having like a crazy blood feud right now?
Yeah, I got nothing for you, man.
It was so weird. Kind of funny though. I think Taro Kara just decided to have some fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the rest just played into it. It was cool. Sayaka Kurara didn't hold back at all when she got tagged in against Aya Sakura. She just she said the booked us against each other. I'm sorry, mate. I'm just gonna fucking attack you like I attack any other wrestler. It was like, I think even Aya Sakura was surprised that how Sayaka Kurara was going at it against her. It was so funny to me. I don't know.
That's what I fucking mean. How can you watch this as a sport? Okay. These people are fucking lunatics. Okay.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And, I enjoyed this match a lot. Did you not?
It was very fun. Sayaka got booed out of the building for saving Aya Sakura from Maki Ito's punches.
Yes.
They really wanted to see Maki Ito punch Aya Sakura. And then,
which was kind of weird because Sayaka Kurara is in the same team as Maki Ito too, right? Yeah. Why did she save her?
Well, but also, did you not see that straight after Sayaka Kurara realized she wants to do the punches to Aya Sakura herself? And then she started, but she doesn't know Maki Ito's words, the gimmick. So Yuna gets her down and is like, hey, let me try. And then Maki attacks her own her teammates, Yuna Mizumori, and throws her out the ring. So that was a fun spot.
It was really fun, yeah.
I don't know. So, wait, Sayaka pinned Rana, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Why didn't you just throw Rookie in this match? Like, why pin Rana? Like, why not just, I don't know. So
I don't know.
Or like Saki Kashima. Why does Saki Kashima not eat pins? Does her character need to be book strong?
No, you're right. I was heavily surprised at the finish. Like, that just kind of blew me out of the water when that happened.
But Rana should be going for the future belt, but maybe they're like starting a feud for the New Blood belts or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. I think there was a really funny spot with Saki Kashima too, though. She was essentially just directing traffic while others were running the ropes. And she got so tired from just directing the traffic that she had to lay down right after this.
Classic Saki Kashima.
So good.
Yeah, this was a very Alice coded match. One of our friends.
Oh yeah.
So definitely check that out. The post match. So backstage, basically, Sayaka Kurawa was kind of upset because people think Cosmic Angels are heels because they were booing her. And then Maki Ito was like, "Oh yes, Cosmic Angels, the pure evil heel unit of Stardom. Good job, guys." And then Yuna Mizumori and Kuraru were just upset and just kept trying to explain to Maki Ito that they were pure white meat baby faces, and Maki Ito was just completely no-selling them. So that was funny. Good feud. I like this feud. Ai Sakura and Maki Ito. It's awesome.
It's awesome. I'm so looking forward to the match. Obviously the rap belt match is more hype, but like, I'm like, what do you say? Weirdly invested into this one. Like Maki and Aya, they did it. They got me really into it. I'm really looking forward to it. And I don't even really know who wins, to be honest, so.
I'm assuming Maki Ito wins, but I mean, we're gonna have a preview after, so let's talk about it.
Yes. Okay. Next match. We had a tag team match between Godseye and Cosmic Angels. This was Hina and Tomokai Naba for Godseye and Saori Poi, Natsupai and Soriano for the Cosmic Angels. This was mainly notable for the big upset finish when Hina pinned Saori. After Saori did this insane German suplex on Hina, right? And she basically reversed it into pinning Saori in a way. It was a good finishing stretch, I thought, but kind of like out of nowhere. But I like it. I like in general. I like upset finishes.
I don't mind like stars getting pinned.
No, especially someone like Hina, who we have been
we spoke
screaming for months. Yeah. Just last week
we were like, hey, just want to check in. Like, how is she doing after losing the future title? And then the week after, they gave her a pin over fucking Sariano, like literally one of the top stars in the company. So yeah. I like it.
Absolutely. After that, we had Sareee against Kikyu Furusawa. And this match was fucking insane to me. This was so good. Sareee is just the best wrestler in the world, right? But this match was crazy to me. I don't know how you felt about it, but I got really into it.
You don't know how I felt about it, Tim?
I don't know. I didn't read your comments on it or anything. So
okay. Well, all right. Sareee is the best wrestler in the world. Okay.
Yes.
I fucking love these types of matches. So first of all, this match came about because it was meant to be Lady C versus Sareee, and then Lady C got ill, quote unquote. No, I'm joking. I hope she's okay. But Kikyo was like thrown into the meat grinder instead. I love it when in these matches when the rookies, so straight off of the bell, Kikyo runs at Sareee. It is so fucking funny. She just launches a drop kick at Sareee when she's still got her coat on. I fucking love it.
Sareee just fucking beat her up in her coat.
This is the type of match that only Sareee can have, okay?
Yes.
If you don't like Sareee, okay, Velkej, maybe, take a back seat and just watch this match, okay? Because literally only Sareee can do this in Stardom. One of one. No one else can do this type of match, okay? When Kikyo is like running at Sareee, the whole crowd is basically going, oh no, she didn't. They know Kikyo is going to get a fucking beating, okay? And they can't believe that Kikyo has the balls to fucking do that to Sareee. That is because Saree's character has been curated, cooked perfectly, built over several years to get to this point, okay? This is the biggest reason I consider her the best in the world. She can do it all. Everything. Every type of match. Get over anyone she wants to get over, okay? Those notes that I was just mentioning, okay? I wrote this 1 minute into the match. I didn't even wait for the match to get any further, okay? I was already fucking sold, okay?
Absolutely.
She's done this type of match against Rana at Korakuen Hall. She's done it against Hina in Utsunomiya, right, in Hina's hometown.
Yes.
In the 5-star. There's probably some others that I'm forgetting maybe. But, okay. Okay, Tim. This isn't exactly sports talk, but do you remember there's like an NBA meme when you ask a basketball player what their welcome to the league moment is? Are you like familiar with that?
Not sure.
Okay. So it's like when they find out, oh shit, the NBA is actually hard, you know, when they get drafted. And for a lot of basketball players, when you ask them what their welcome to league moment is, they always say it's something like, oh, it's when Kevin Durant started shit-talking me on the court, right? It's like always something like that. I feel like a singles match with Sareee is like a rookie's like, oh fuck, this shit hurts. that's like when they find out that wrestling actually hurts.
Oh yeah.
Kikyo was getting fucking beat, and then I'm going to keep on going on. She fucking slapped Syuri around the face.
It was so good, man. Kikyo did so well in this match. I loved Kikyo in this match.
Tim, answer me. What other match are you going to see Kikyo deliver an open-handed strike?
I don't know. Probably none.
Rookies only get this confident enough when they're against Sareee, like the big bad outsider, okay?
Yes.
Has that character cooldown? Yes. But it is still so fucking effective in small doses, like we saw in this match.
Yes.
After the match, did you see Kikyo, Tim?
I remember.
She was in fucking tears, okay? She was in tears.
She cried. Yeah. I remember now. Yeah. It was awesome.
Because these Sareee matches, I think, I'm speaking real here now. I think they force you out of character, like out of storyline, to like give you your all. Like you literally like fight like your life is on the line, because Sareee does actually hit hard. Okay.
Yes.
And I think it maybe surprises some of the lower experienced or the rookies, right? They're like, oh, you know, it's like a fight or flight response. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I do think there is a real aspect to that. And that's why a lot of these rookies kind of like cry or like they're very emotional after they have these matches with Sareee.
Yeah. And they worked it like that too. Like these shoot pins they did at one spot of the match. Like it was so good, man. It was so fucking excellent. Yeah. And I really thought like all the best to Lady C, right? I don't know what her condition is. I hope she recovers well. But I really think like a Lady C match would have been like 1% as interesting as this was. For me personally, at least.
No, I completely agree. So, I mean, yeah, I guess just when people ask me, like, why I think Saree's the best wrestler on the planet, I'm going to link them, like, so she's got a match against a rookie versus a young wrestler, right? So either this or against Hina or Rana. She's got a match doing technical wrestling, right? The time limit draw against Syuri spoke about. She's got a match with her beating the fuck out of her opponents and, like, them going back and forth. That's the Sareeism tag from September 2024. Her and Mayu from All-Star Grand Queendom in 2024. Her singles matches against Veni as well. Then she's got matches where she's the ultimate babyface against Bazilla and Marigold, right? When she did the blade job.
Yes.
That was like an insane babyface performance. You've got the quote-unquote normal Sareee match, which is like her against Syuri at Conversion, right? That's probably like the most typical Sareee main event style match. You've got a match where she's being a storytelling genius against Chihiro Hashimoto, right? In November. Yeah. So
she's the best.
Sareee and formulas, dude. We hear it a lot, but she can work every style. Yes. She has examples in her match catalog of every single style, and she does those styles to a match of the year contender level. That's what I gotta say.
Absolutely. You know, another thing, I liked this dynamic, and I like Kikyo so much in this match. I think Sareee should adopt her into a like little family of misfits with Miku Kanai and Chichi. I think Kikyo would fit in there.
I think she would, but obviously they're not putting a STARDOM person in that group.
Too bad.
But it would fit, yeah.
Maybe she can switch over to the T-Arts dojo or whatever it is.
That would be a career decision and a half. Yeah, trade in arenas with thousands of people to working in W box in front of 20 people.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe for the love of the game.
The love of the game.
Anyway, should we move on to the next match? Yeah, that match
was sick. That was the match.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Maybe not even just the night.
Yep.
Not to spoil anything, but after this, we had a 6-man tag match, New Genesis, which was Azumi, Mei, Sierra, and Miyamasaki, defeating Anekanaya, Fuwajan, and Hasuki in about 11 minutes. This was another one of the welcome Fuwajan matches. We're gonna beat the shit out of you for 10 minutes. So
welcome to the league. Yeah.
Welcome to the league, Fuwajan as well. Azumi did go very hard on Fuwajan, which was very fun to watch as well. I do think Fuwajan has something. I think she can sell very well. I mean,
she's a good seller.
Just like I said last week, she didn't have much of a choice but to scream and cry, with the way like Azumi did these double stomps and whatever. She was going crazy on her. But it worked well. Like Fuwa kept up too with like the pace and everything. So, I thought it was awesome. Rina attacked Fuwa-chan after the match too, which was also awesome. Huge pop from the crowd as well. And yeah, everything about this, like, this, I was riding such a high watching this show at this moment when like Rina came out after the match too, like, and the crowd was losing their mind. Like, this company is so fucking firing on all cylinders right now. Like, everything is clicking for me, except for Stars, maybe. What did you think of this?
I thought there's some cool shit in this match. There was obviously a nice high speed exchange between Ane and Azumi. So I feel like Ane is starting to show off a bit more. Like we'll talk about it in the New Blood show, but you know,
exactly. I was just gonna say that.
I mean, she's just doing cool shit because she feels like it. I will say that Azumi's diving double foot stomp, I think, is one of the best. I think it looks pretty.
Yes, absolutely. Go
on.
No, I just wanted to make a greater point, at this point actually, that Azumi is just on a different level, I think, as a wrestler than like 99% of all wrestlers. Like, everything she does is like perfection at this point. She makes no mistakes, just like everything is just so fucking crisp and solid, and she has amazing pace. She can, everything she touches works right now, I think. Like, especially over the last year, I think for some reason, like she's on this level now, like just on a technical level, like this Osprey level, you know, where like everything they do is just perfect. I don't know. That was my greater Azumi point. I noticed this.
I'm not going to fight with
match,
you, bro.
Especially for, yeah.
Yeah, Azumi's pretty good, yeah. Agreed. Post-match. So, Fuwa-chan, of course, given her, you know, she's a celebrity, right? She's like a legit celebrity.
Yes.
She's a former comedian. So, no shit, she's a good promo. She has absolutely no issues with that side of wrestling. And yeah, she just cut a good promo with Rina. So basically, Rina is admonishing Fuwa-chan for losing before their big match in Osaka. And Rina is like,
she's so funny.
Rina's like, stop playing the nice girl, okay? You're one of us. So I think she was referring to hate, okay?
Oh,
and then Fuwa-chan, paraphrasing, was like, bitch, me? Nice girl? I went to that side already, okay? I went beyond it. The only nice girl thing about me is that I am real about loving pro wrestling, and I'm going to show you. Yes, so very confident promo from Fuwa-chan. And then Rina is like, damn, that Two-Face thing you've got going on is pretty scary. And then that's when the crowd was laughing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that match.
Looking forward to this one too, yeah. A lot. Yeah. That's great. Next up, this was like the, I don't know, this match was kind of nothing to me. The Hate vs. Stars 8-man. It was Hanan Momokogo, Saya Ida, and Yuria Hime. They defeated Azu Zainaba, Fukigen Death, Natsuko Tora, Ruaka. I barely have anything on this. It was 8 minutes. Ida pinned Death, which like cool that Ida gets the pin. But what did I say?
You just said Ida pins Death.
Yes,
she defeated Death, Hades style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Shall we just move on then?
Yeah.
Because next we had the 5-on-4 handicap elimination match to build the 5-on-4 handicap elimination match in Osaka. There's slightly different rules, but I was completely confused when this match happened. I didn't look at the card before I tuned into the show, which was, I was completely confused at the opener. And then I was confused again at this one because I thought, like, the entire time I was like, didn't they say this was going to be in Osaka? Why did they like pull it up to this show for some reason? Because someone can't do it in Osaka or whatever. But it was just the same style of match they're going to do in Osaka as a preview, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, so obviously the difference in rules was in Osaka, it's a gauntlet elimination.
Yes.
So one person at a time, and then the person who gets pinned is out. Last person standing. And in this one, it was like a Dragon Gate rules, no touch, tag elimination. So just slightly.
Exactly. In the end, it was quote unquote a draw. Should we have gone through the match first? I don't know. It was a long match. We don't really need to go through it. Hanako defeated Suzu, then Akira Kurogane Rian, Sina Akira, Rina Yamashita Sina, Rina Yamashita also Waka. Itsuki Aoki eliminated Hanako, Itsuki Aoki then herself got eliminated. That was amazing. I want to talk about that maybe. When Itsuki Aoki and Maika were on the apron. So over the top rules is also like over the top is an elimination if you touch the floor basically. And like Itsuki like Maika was 1v2 at the end against Itsuki and Rina Yamashita. And Itsuki and Maika were both on the apron and like Itsuki was holding her for Rina to attack her basically, to push her down. And Maika held like onto the ropes in a way that looked so fucking, I don't know, funny and cool at the same time. I don't know. It was just, Maika was a beast in this match, especially in the last, like in the finishing stretch. She then like fought with Rina, like Itsuki Aoki got eliminated because of that. And Maika held onto the ropes and pulled herself up. So Rina and Maika were both on the apron after that. I think first Rina gave Maika a B-driver on the apron. She already gave her one in the ring that looked insane, right?
Listen, we have to talk about Yamashita's B-driver, okay? The impact move.
They are crazy.
It's fucking scary every time I see it. It looks like someone's going to get dropped right on their head.
Yes.
The Maika one on the apron, I think was more fine. The Waka one was fucking dicey. I thought Waka had been fucking tough.
Oh, was that on Waka? Yeah, that was
the one in the ring on Waka. Yeah. I thought she was dead.
I thought that was also on Maika. Okay. Yeah. That looked insane. And I don't know, Velkej told me the story on our podcast. I don't know if you listened to that or if you remember how Momo changed her B-driver. Do you know about that?
Oh, I didn't know she changed it, no.
No, because I think she did it the same as Rina does it now. But like she dropped a couple people on their heads. Like, do you know, what's
buffering,
loading. I can't believe I forgot her. Chris Wolf. You know Chris Wolf, right?
Oh, I've heard of her. Yeah.
She used to be in Stardom. She had to retire pretty early because of like a lot of concussion issues. One really bad concussion apparently she got from a Momo Watanabe B-driver. And since then, like Momo kind of swings her opponents
hers is
first
very safe.
And catches them with her knees, I think. So nothing of the opponent even touches the mat. It looks very safe. And I think she used to do the Rina Yamashita variant, which just looks like death a lot.
I don't blame Momo.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the safe thing to do, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, okay, well, the only other thing I want to say about this match is, I really liked it. I am a Mavida Loca fanboy, obviously.
Yes.
So.
Oh, I didn't even finish the match.
You were talking about
draw,
get knocked off.
But you can do that.
Absolutely.
So after the B-driver on the apron, like Maika kind of fought back and had Rita in a they did a brain buster on the apron essentially. I couldn't think of the word brain buster. I'm out of it today. I'm sorry. But they were supposed to like drop to the floor at the same time from the brain buster, but Rina took a completely unhinged bump where she like the one where you land like diagonally on the apron, and obviously you drop to the floor immediately if you land like that. So that's why Rina landed a considerable amount of time before Maika landed, but they still called it a draw. It was kind of a botched finish, but It still looked fucking brutal, so I won't. It looked fucking amazing, actually. So, yeah. Anyway,
and then
you wanted to make a point. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just fucking loved how Stardom are booking the freelancers in Movida Loca, Itsuki and Rini Yamashita.
Oh, yeah.
They're not scared to highlight them. They were the last two left of Movida Loca, so Suzu was eliminated first. I love that there's no, like, bullshit politics here. I would be scared. Like, not traditionally, I'd be scared that Itsuki is getting signed because of like how much they're highlighting her. But I know that she's got her own promotion, and you know she's got a lot of shit to do in her home prefecture, so she's not. But that is how much they're highlighting her. It's like shocking to me, but maybe I'm just not exposed to that. So just wanted to highlight that. So in the post match, Waka says that even though Itsuki keeps saying it's 5v4, so it wasn't a draw. Waka said that Rina Yamashita's braided hair counts as a person. So it was actually 5v5. So Itsuki is wrong. And Suzu said that she only lost in 1 minute because she didn't have breakfast. But in Osaka, she's going to have piping hot takoyaki. So those are like octopus balls. They're everywhere. I saw them. Yeah, I never tried one. And Alex doesn't like squid, but so we didn't have that local delicacy. But I thought that's funny.
Okay.
It's funny that I can recognize what they're talking about now, I guess.
That's great. I thought about this actually. If you count the eliminations, if Maika actually didn't get eliminated in the end, then it would have been 4 versus 4 eliminations, which would be a draw. So if you think about it like that, it ended 4v4 eliminations on each side. So, it wasn't even a botch. It was a draw anyway. That's how I thought about it. Because I was terribly confused when they put on the draw, because Maika obviously won. But then I thought, wait, both teams eliminated 4 people. Maybe that's why it's a draw. But
okay, yeah. I mean, maybe that's what happened. Smart.
I think the plan was for them to land at the same time. It doesn't matter. It's cool. Anyway, in the main event, we had a 6-man, Konami, Rina, and Saya Kamitani, defeating God's Eye, Ami Sareee, and Syuri, teaming with Starlight Kid in 18 minutes. This was like just one of these amazing Stardom 6-men that only they can really do. Maybe Dragon Gate as well. Like just amazing action front to back, highlighted by a lot of SIK and Saya action, actually. I really enjoyed their facing off. I think they're gonna have a great match, just judging from what was going on in this one. Obviously.
Oh, let's get to that later. There's a lot to talk about there.
All right. You wanna take this?
Well, I just wanted to mention like the Konami and Ami Sareee stuff in this match.
Okay.
I wasn't feeling it.
No,
it didn't do anything for me personally.
I didn't even really write anything about Ami and Konami.
Yeah, okay. All right, just checking. And it felt like they were setting up Rina for a Syuri match. Am I going crazy? Is it just coincidence that they had like an exchange with each other and they were booked? Why Syuri's in this match? No? Okay.
I mean, maybe. Probably
maybe I'm fancy booking, but yeah.
No, it makes sense. I didn't even think about it for some reason, but yeah, why would those two be in the match? Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of what I thought.
Makes sense.
Okay. Can we talk about the Saya? Let's talk about the Sayas. Saya SLK. So obviously they're having a match on the 7th of October for the red belt.
Yes.
Firstly, I don't understand why Starlight Kid is getting pinned with a normal Star Crusher. That does not make sense to me. Just because everyone kicks out.
It was a very long delayed one. Just because she didn't a little spinneroo before, it was a very
you need the spinneroo, man.
Nah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's like a minor point. Whatever. I don't really care about that. Right. So post match, Saya unmasked Starlight Kid. Obviously, Starlight Kid hit her face.
Yes.
This angle was fucking great.
It was so good.
This was heel Saya at her best. And I kind of want to talk a bit about that.
Absolutely.
Because I've said a few times that Natsuko is the top heel in Stardom. Okay? I don't think she should be. I think it should be Saya. But I feel like they don't want to pull the trigger on that type of side just for obvious commercial reasons.
Yes.
But creatively, I feel like it always produces the best segments when Saya is in this mode, and also the best matches when she has that heel alignment. So I loved this segment, and this is the Saya that I kind of want to see. So what do you think about that in terms of Saya's character alignment?
I mean, I personally
and the
always...
angle in general.
Yeah, I mean, the angle was fucking fantastic. I loved it. Like, just the crowd reaction, the fucking gasp from the crowd when she actually pulled off the mask was like, that's like a special moment, right? That was a crazy reaction and a great angle. I loved it a lot. For Saya's character, I always had like this theory spinning in my head that she isn't actually like deep down she knows that she's wrong when she's doing these heel things, and deep down I think she's an insecure like heel. She always was a very insecure babyface as well, back when she was still babyface. But I think deep down she knows that when she's doing things that are wrong, that they are wrong. You know what I mean? Like deep down she knows she's doing bad stuff when she like costs Micah the title match, or when whatever she did in the Tam build to Sayaka and to Tam in the end. And stuff like that. I think she's just like an insecure, like woman deep down who can't like really live with herself and with what she's doing. And at some point, I think that's going to lead to a tremendous face turn as well. But I think, like you saw it very clearly in the Tam, in the post match for the Tam match, right? What I mean, you can say this was like them breaking kayfabe, but in my mind, it could also just be like one of the rare occurrences where like Saya shows her real face. You know what I mean? Her real side. Well, what she's actually thinking. And
I think my problem is she does that too much, I guess. Cause I'm saying she doesn't do the mean stuff enough. Like the things that she did here with the Starlight Kid angle, she doesn't do that a lot. Like the last time I think I remember her like this was Tam. I feel like
because I think that's just a facade. Like her whole heel stick is a facade. Essentially, it's fake. That's why she doesn't like. That's not her real nature, you know.
So do you think she only pulls it out when she thinks there's like an actual threat? Like why wasn't she like this with Sareee Ano or Momo Watanabe, right? Or Natsupoi even. I don't even think she was that mean. Natsupoi was shooting on her about being a fake heel. And then Saya was like, no, I'm not. You know, she wasn't being the Tam style heel that she was with Starlight Kid.
She was extremely insecure in the Natsupoi build as well. I remember that. The press conference had crazy vibes. Yeah. That kind of also confirmed my theory for me, back then. But
So what
I can't really tell when she does it. Maybe when she's really like scared of actually losing to someone. Maybe she saw the title reign Starlight Kid had and the restless Starlight Kid, evolved into over the last couple of years. Also, she has always had like this rivalry with Starlight Kid. She said the Star Crusher. I think Velkej mentioned it earlier.
He did, yeah.
Saya Kamitani invented the Star Crusher specifically for Starlight Kid. And I don't know, maybe. I mean, she did like the heel stick against Saori too, right? When she attacked her in her car with a chain and stuff like that.
Yeah. It felt more cartoony.
On the silly side, of course.
Yeah, it felt more silly.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if she's really, really threatened, she pulls this stuff out, but I don't know.
I prefer this Saya. I think this Saya is
she's creatively
great, yeah. In terms of like storylines and how much I get into them, I'm much more in favor of these storylines. I'm not talking about like business wise or commercially. Maybe the character she is, I mean, obviously works, right? She's like insanely popular. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying she needs to change it for business. I'm just saying for me personally, creatively, I want this Saya. In terms of the actual match, so I think that they are repeating this match at All-Star Grand Queendom. I think they're going to do a fuck finish at Osaka. And I think it's not just fantasy booking. I think it makes sense too that they could do something like a title versus mask match at Yokohama Arena. They need big stipulations for big arenas on the biggest show of the year. Okay. What makes big stipulations good is when you can justify either side winning. It doesn't have to be 50-50. It can be 90-10, which is probably what Tam Saya was, right? Would you say that there was like a 10% chance Tam was winning that?
I mean, for me, it was like 50-50.
Okay. For me, it was like 80-20, 90-10 that I thought Saya was winning. But it was like the 10 or 20%.
Because it didn't make sense, right? Why would the heel win this match?
What, the retirement match?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
It was Tam's turn to win, I thought.
Yeah, but you're also emotionally compromised when it comes to Tam.
No.
But it's that, like, even if it's like a really obvious thing, like, obviously Starlight Kid's mask is quite commercially, like, important, right?
Yes.
She can unmask, right? Like, we all know she's not unattractive, right? But she probably shouldn't for commercial reasons. They sell a fuck ton, masks. But just like Tam Saya, I would not be 100% sold on either outcome. And that's the best type of stipulation match. And I think somehow they've cooked a scenario where it's possible for them to have a huge stipulation on their biggest show of the year with the right peak and timing. So I'm kind of hoping it's a fuck finish in Osaka, if I'm honest. Because that would mean I think there's going to be an amazing match in Yokohama Arena between the two. I think it's the biggest match they can put on as well. What's bigger than a SOK Saya title versus mask?
Right now, I don't think anything. You're right. Maybe Maika if they build her correctly, but right at this moment, it's Starlight Kid. Yes.
Yeah, that Starlight Kid mask is like way too valuable. I think. I mean, you said it, right?
Especially a mask match. Yeah, that's by far the biggest they can do.
Yeah, the crowd fucking gasped when Saya unmasked SOK. It's like a huge thing in Japan. So the slight possibility of it happening, I think, is going to bring out the crowd. The character alignment is perfect because Saya can play the exact same type of heel she did against Tam, and Starlight Kid can do what she does best, which is be the best babyface in the world, right? So I was wondering why the build for Osaka show was so quiet, and I think it's because they know they have time to build towards Yokohama Arena. That's kind of what I think.
I don't even think it is that quiet. Like Saya has been attacking her like, consistently. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's still been. I'm not saying it's been a bad build. I would never say that. But yeah, I just can't see what else.
No, I do 100%. I do 100% agree with that. Like my fantasy book in my head does the exact same thing you just laid out. So,
but aren't the signs pointing there? I feel like the unmasking kind of made me think they might genuinely be doing that. Like not even a fantasy book scenario.
Yes, and it doesn't even make it like 100% either, because like I think I've heard Starlight Kid complain about the mask, especially in the summer. She hates the mask, I think. So maybe she wants out of it too. Who knows?
Yeah.
There's always a possibility of something like that,
Cool. That was the angle. Awesome angle. And Konami was a Pokemon trainer again. So after she spray painted Ami Sourei white, she was like, "Hey, Ami, what's wrong? You're completely white now, huh? I thought you were smarter than this. I thought you'd entertain me more."
It's just so funny.
I fucking love Konami, man.
No, I can't see it.
And then Ami Sourei responds, and then Konami off the mic is just yelling, "Go home and train," or something. It just cracks me up. I think everything is pointing towards Hate being toppled in Yokohama. Kamitani, she closes the show saying, "Babyfaces, I'm going to wipe out every one of you. From corner to corner, this is the age of hate." I mean, I feel like they're signaling quite strong to it.
Absolutely. I am gonna be disappointed if any of the faces win in Osaka.
Amen.
Like,
me too.
I want this to be the big fucking thing at Yokohama, that like the toppling of hate altogether. It has to happen on one big show, and it has to be the right people getting the wins. And I don't think Ami Sourei is that right person. I'm sorry. And I don't think fucking B. Priestley and Hanan. Hanan, I could see actually as the tag team champion, but I don't think it would be the right moment in Osaka to do that. I don't know. I think Hanan actually should be the one who gets the white belt instead.
Well, yeah,
because that's just for storyline reasons. I don't hate Hanan like a lot of people do, but I think Hanan makes the most sense just with her history with Konami,
Yeah, she's the one that put her on the bench, and she beat Saya Aida, her long-term tag team partner.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it makes total sense. But you have to remember that Hanan is feuding with Momokogo because Hanan picked B. Priestley over Momokogo. So they could do that.
Other way around, B picked Hanan.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, that's you're completely correct. Momokogo is plotting to kill B. Priestley and become Hanan's partner. Yeah, that's
I mean, she could also plot to kill Hanan if she's just envious of Hanan, you know.
Yeah, maybe she is. Yeah. So let's keep an eye on that Momokogo plot. Right, let's move on. Stardom.
All right.
New Blood. Go for it.
New Blood. This is not on Cage Match yet, so we don't have any numbers or anything. It was in Tokyo Square, so probably just, I don't know.
Who cares,
maybe 100, 120 or something. Does it even have that many?
Yeah.
Have you been to Tokyo Square?
I have not, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, in April.
All right. This was New Blood. 28, actually, the 28th edition. This was today, so we just watched this very recently. And I thought this was a highly enjoyable show. Like, this overperformed like crazy for me, honestly. I didn't expect it to be bad or anything, but like, I had a lot of fun watching this. Didn't you?
I love New Blood. Just because the universe is leaking into each other. Like, they actually book independent talent, like seen from the independent talent from the independent scene on there, which is super cool because obviously we cover a lot of independent promotions. So
yes, we're gonna get to this later on in the card. There were some crazy matches, but we started with Hina and Kikyo going at it, which I enjoyed a lot too. Like, I think it's cool. Like, Kikyo is becoming a really like technical wrestler. Do you feel this too? Like her transitions into like these ankle lock variations are getting very good and very like technically solid, I guess.
She definitely stands out among the rookies, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Hina herself is no slouch in that regard with her STFs. These STFs are crazy. The one she did to win the match, she kind of starts like a sharpshooter, so the legs are crossed, and then she turns it into an STF. It looks really good. And yeah, really enjoyable match. Two wrestlers who became or are becoming like really like technical, outstanding performers.
Amen.
Right. If you got nothing else, we got Yuria Hime, the bestest rookie in Stardom according to the readers of Shupro.
Amen.
Against Asusa Inaba and Kyoka Kotatsu. And I think the most outstanding match in the most outstanding thing in this match for me was Kyoka. I thought her kicks were very good in this match. Did you see the same?
Oh, you're not doing a bit? I thought you were gonna come up with a joke then. Azusa?
No,
I was more impressed
completely unironically. I thought Kyoka's kicks were insane in this match, especially the ones she did to Azusa. Like she hit a buzzsaw on there on Azusa. I thought she straight knocked her out. That looked insane to me. Yuria Hime at one time did a triple devil's kiss or whatever. So that's probably why she is the best rookie in Stardom.
Yep, keep watching Stephanie Vaca.
Yep. Alright, Azusa flash pins Yuria Hime for the win in the end. Azusa was very popular here too, I thought.
You know, we don't talk about Azusa enough, because obviously we don't get to see her wrestle a lot because she's in JTO. I mean, we only get to see her in Stardom and she's not really like in a highlighted... Like, she hasn't had a title match in Stardom, right?
Maybe
Blood, probably.
Trios Challenge or whatever.
Yeah. But I think the last time we spoke about her was when we reviewed her JTO match against Aoi, right? Aoi.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't even remember,
match.
But I am really high on Azusa.
Yes.
We
were always kind of like, I was a bit on the lower side, but I changed my mind.
Anyway, yes, I think, so I'm one of those that think she's just as good as a sister, if not better. Like that, which is maybe
that's the take I always refuted. But
okay, so that's kind of what I think. I also think she has a higher overall ceiling than Tomoka as well.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay. Do you know when it clicked for me? There was one match that I saw her in. I was like, She's fucking insane.
Was that a Korakuen main event trios match or something like that? Yeah.
No, it's a singles match, and it wasn't Stardom.
Oh, singles match.
It was Takataichi Mania. She had I don't know which JTO title, either Queen of JTO.
I was thinking about something completely different then.
Okay. It was a singles match with Tomoka Inaba, though, her sister.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that match, I saw her, and I was like, she knows how to wrestle a fucking main event style match at age, I think she was 17 then. And now she's 18. And I genuinely don't think she's like far off Rina, for example. So that's how high on Azusa I am that I never get to talk about it. So I wanted to mention it.
Nah, I don't begrudge you for that. I think, she has a lot of stuff figured out. I think just the pure in-ring work and like the kicks and everything, I still think Tomoka is ahead of her, but that's just my opinion, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I am absolutely a high man on Tomoka though. I always was a big fan of Tomoka, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're emotionally compromised.
Shut the fuck.
Sorry, I'm joking. No, I mean, Tomoka's awesome. Well, speaking of which.
Speaking of Tomoka being awesome, she teamed up with Rana Yagami against Masahiro and Moe Hiro from, what's it called? Hot Shushu?
Hot Shushu.
But, yeah. Mase is also known to be a lot on Ice Ribbon. Is Moe a lot on Ice Ribbon too?
Yeah.
Okay. They are sisters. And they are crazy.
Yes, they are crazy. So, Mase...
This was so good.
So Mase is a kid wrestler, age unknown. She's definitely the little sister of Moe, who is 14. Mm-hmm. So Mase is tiny, so you can guess her age from that. I've always thought it was single digits, but whatever, guess. So her matches in Ice Ribbon are a lot of fun. Everyone's kind of in on the joke. Like, no one's beating the shit out of Masahiro, except if it's Minami Katsu. And so they've broken into the Stardom universe now. They'll be facing Azumi and Starlight Kid in Hot Shushu at Korakuen Hall on the 28th of March, which is very interesting. God. So for Masahiro, I don't think I've ever seen her forget a spot like once in like the year that I've been watching her. I think that's the most impressive thing about her.
We've talked about it before, yeah. It's crazy.
Because I was a dumb fuck when I was her age, okay?
She's like an elementary schooler, right? She's like...
She's legit in elementary school, like 8 or 9, yeah.
Yes.
I jumped out of a second-story window when I was her age. Okay? And the reason I did that is because my brother said he would catch me. And I believed him. So that's how, if you don't know, that's how stupid like 8 to 9-year-olds are, okay? So there's no way I'm remembering the spots to a match. So I think Masahiro is like a legit good wrestler. Tim, do you want to, have you got notes on the match? Do you want to take us through the match?
I mean, if anyone who watches this match should agree, right? She's like legit just good. I don't know.
I love this match.
Yeah, I loved it too. It was so great. I think it started like with Tomoka refusing to shake the hands of the two little children.
Yeah.
being the heel, and it was like so good that the audience was completely playing along with everything. Like the heroes were so popular, and like Rana and Tomoka played the heel role very well. Like
hero.
I don't know. It was just so much fun. Like just Rana just put Mase in a random side headlock, and just a normal side headlock, and the crowd were losing their shit on her, like booing her out of the building. It was so good. And Rana actually like kind of healed it up on her, like legit with like.
The heat that Rana and Tomoka got for beating up Mase was fucking awesome. Okay,
it was amazing.
Mase was like the ultimate babyface in this match. Pure pro wrestling, right? All I care about is, can you get an emotional reaction out of me? Okay, it can be negative, not switch off the TV negative like Friedman. But negative emotion is good in wrestling, right?
Yes.
You know, if you can turn it into something, but also positive. I don't care actually how wrestlers get there. I think some people do care about that. I don't care if someone makes me boo them, how they do that. If you do something that pops me or gets me invested, that's what I want out of wrestling. Okay?
Yes.
That's why I like comedy in wrestling. That's why I like dangerous spots. That's kind of why I like, stiff back and forth forearms or whatever, right? I don't care what it is. Just get me to care about what's going on. Masahiro gets me to care, okay? I don't care about her, like, how realistic her selling is. All I care about is, do I want to boo?
She's not a bad seller, though.
She's not. And, well, this is the point. What does selling mean, right? It's about emotional investment. Yes. Do I want to boo the fuck out of whoever is hitting her? Isn't that the point of selling, right?
Yes.
You sell pain so that the heel gets more heat. That's what selling is. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter physically how the fuck you do that. It just matters that you do that. And she does. So the entire crowd wanted to boo the fuck out of Rana and Tomoka because of how Masahiro was selling.
Yes.
So I think that makes her a good professional wrestler to me. So, well, I mean, it's not professional because she's in the elementary school, but it makes her a good wrestler, right? So, like, there was a spot where, like, Rana and Tomoka are, like, double teaming Masahiro in the corner, right? Like, I think, they, like, putting their foot on her face and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the crowd fucking erupts in boos.
Yes.
That's fucking professional wrestling, okay?
Absolutely.
I don't give a fuck if she can bump, like, Shawn Michaels or not. That's, like, who cares about
Doesn't
that?
matter.
Yeah.
And it's not only about Masahiro. I think this match was just a masterclass of an example of what wrestling. Okay, this is gonna sound like the nerdiest fucking idiot shit.
It. This is a nerdy podcast.
What wrestling psychology can do. Because, as you said, Moe is 14. She is a really. She isn't that short compared to like Rana and Tomoka, who are both like short wrestlers. Yeah. But she's 14. She's a really young girl as well. And the way this match was worked made Moe look like a fucking giant who could take on Tomoka and Rana by herself 2v1 because of just like the situations they got themselves in, like through working Masahiro over the entire time. Whenever Moe got like the hot tag, it was like she transformed into like a fucking veteran, I don't know, monster babyface wrestler who
I fucking
just
love you, Tim. That's an amazing
beat the
point.
crap out of these two.
God, you don't even know how good that point is. Maybe you do though, because you're a genius. That point, so Moe isn't actually an impressive wrestler. Like, I watch a lot of her. Like, she's not like an amazing, like, she's a rookie. She debuted in 2025. She's fine. She's got some great moves. She's got like a nice cutie special. She's got some decent moves. I actually think the work in this match made her even better than she actually is. Which
absolutely, that's my point. Yeah,
I know it's.
That's what the psychology of this match does. It transforms Moe into a bigger wrestler.
I'm backing you up because Moe isn't like that. So the fact that's what you got from it is perfect. Like it. Oh god. You know, I'm even higher in this match than I actually was.
I'm super high on this. It's so good.
This match is a masterclass. We can link it because it's on YouTube, right? So we should just fucking tell people to watch it and see what people think because it's kind of interesting. So
absolutely. Yeah. And as you said, like Masahiro, just the moves she can already execute like flawlessly is crazy. Like the Hurricane Rana, she does like the leg scissors into like this octopus hold, and she does all that shit, right? She does this crazy leg scissors DDT all the time that just looks awesome. Looks like it kills the opponent, and she got a couple of near falls that were actually believable, which is again like it's just a psychology thing, right? Like it's never believable that a fucking 8-year-old could legit pin like Tomoka Inaba or whatever, but it worked. It worked in this match.
That's what I need to talk about. So I need to talk about that as well. I think it's part of the story that Rana and Tomoka aren't hitting Masahiro as hard as they can.
Yes.
That is part of the story because they know she's they know she's a kid.
Yes.
They're not like delusional or psychotic. Like when you look at Tomoka, she's like got a smile on her face when she's like beating on Masahiro. They know they're being dickheads and they're not punching her as hard as they can. And the entire genius of Masahiro is that she fucking knows that they're going easy on her. That's why she's like a little goblin. That's why she's evading their attacks. Yes. She's trying to annoy them because she knows that these bigger wrestlers could beat the fuck out of her whenever they want, but they don't, and she takes advantage of that. That's why she's not selling like doing Shawn Michaels bumps because they're not hitting her that hard because they know she's a kid. It's all a part of it.
And it's also so great the way she dodges some of these kicks is like so smooth and so quick. Like if she doesn't dodge there in time, she might just, I don't know, get her head kicked in by Rana Yagami or whatever. Yeah. But like she doesn't, like there's no hesitation. She just, because she's so short, Rana kind of underestimates it too. And she just has to duck a little bit and is out of the way. And she just evades so much offense and turns it around on Yana. It's so good. It's just
great match.
Great match. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think like the whole arc, if you see like the post match, like Rana finally like taps Masahiro out with an armbar. And after the match, like she legit won over the respect. Like you saw at the start, Tomoka refusing to shake their hands, and they won Tomoka over with this performance. Essentially, was one of the storylines that was going on in this match. Essentially, was just Masi legit getting the respect of this fucking fighter in Tomoka Inaba. And after the match, she talked to them, and it was like, yeah, it was kind of a face turn as well, because usually Tomoka and Rana aren't heels, of course, but. Yeah, it was just everything was great about it. Post match too, and the overarching story that's spanned through the entire match.
Right.
All right. Next match?
Did we just do half an hour on that? Yeah, let's go next match.
Maybe. Sorry, I told you, I warned you before the podcast that I had a lot to say.
I mean, that was a great fucking match. Yeah, no, yes. I wanted to talk about it.
All right. Next up, we had another universe clashing. We had Diana over for a visit. It was Nanami, who is pretty well known in Stardom, actually. She teamed with Miran against Rian and Hanako. Yeah, what do you think? Who's the better wrestler, Rian or Miran? That's a tongue twister.
You can't ask me that. So I mean, I think a lot of our listeners are aware of maybe Nanami and Miran, because we spoke about the last episode, and we speak about Diana quite regularly. Just for a recap, Miran is like the best 16-year-old on the planet. Find me a better 16-year-old.
Yes.
And Nanami is a 7-year vet who is 19 years old, and they're both important players in Diana's future. I want to shout out Redondo, who's one of our friends, because I'm stealing this comparison and I need to give credit. Okay. Miran is like a bit like Mei Sarah in the way she moves.
Oh, yeah, that's a good comparison.
I've never really thought about it that way, but I think she watches a lot of Mei Sarah tape. Like, you can see it in the way she wrestles, like the front flip handspring, all the flashy stuff she does. She's such a smooth worker as well. So, yeah, that is like a really good comparison. Yeah. This was a good match. I thought Nanami looked a bit off, actually, or less comfortable than Miran, at least. Miran was very good.
Okay.
But Nanami looked a bit off than what she normally is. But I did like the ending stretch with Nanami and Hanako. That was like frantic and chaotic, and I think they could have a pretty good singles match. So that's what I came out of this thinking. Oh, maybe, and obviously to answer your question, Miran is better than Rian. I mean, come on.
I mean, I thought this showed like the two sides of Rian and Miran very well in this match, because I thought Rian was very, very good in this match in her own specific way, which is just like in an entertaining way, you know. She wasn't good as a wrestler, but she was good as a character in this match. And Miran obviously does fucking crazy shit for a 16-year-old as like a wrestler, but maybe hasn't figured out the personality character stuff yet to the level that Rian has. So whichever thing you prefer, I guess, as a wrestler it's not that much of an open and shut case. Open and shut case? Is that what you say? No.
Yeah.
Anyway. Another observation I had is just like Nanami. It's crazy to me that she can, this was basically built as like Rian and Miran are like the small wrestlers, and Nanami and Hanako are like their bigger tag team partners. And it's crazy to me that like Nanami can actually go like eye to eye with Hanako, and it's like a believable
yeah, she's fucking big
match. She grew so big, it's crazy compared to a couple of years ago. And like, she just filled out very well as like a beefy wrestler. And I think it's so awesome, like the story arc that she was like, I don't know, in Stardom 3 years ago, she was like the honorable member of God's Eye. And I just imagine like Syuri telling her to like go out there and make a name for herself and then to come back when she's old enough to become a full-time member or whatever. And she went out there and she became basically the babyface ace of Diana in a way. Is she that? Is that fair to say?
It's 1A and 1B. So like Haruka Misaki is the ace, but Nanami is like definitely like they haven't had like a title match, so they're keeping them apart on purpose.
Yes, and she basically did exactly that. She went out there, she became an ace in a promotion. Yep. She made a name for herself, and maybe I don't know. Maybe she's just gonna stay in Diana, where she can probably be a bigger player, but.
She's very Stardom coded. I think her wrestling.
She is.
As in, she could 100% wrestle the Stardom House style. I think one of the things maybe she kind of lacks is like her character, I guess. Like she's very serious a lot of time. You don't see her smile a lot, you know, that type of thing. But I mean, you don't need to have that all the time, but that's maybe one thing she could do better.
No. My last comment on this match is that Miran has one of the best 619s. She has one of the only 619s that is good, maybe. I think only Shoko Nakajima has a better one that I can think of.
Yeah, those are the two best,
yeah, which says something about a 16-year-old, but she understands how to make a 619 look good, which is a very rare thing to occur. Did you have anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Right, next up we had Cena and Akira. I thought it was kind of cool that they were basically building the Mi Vida Loca vs Empress Nexus Venus match on this show, which is usually New Blood is kind of non-canon in a way. But yeah, this was, I think, meant to build the pay-per-view match because there was a lot of heat in this match. Like you could tell that these two were going at it with like this feud in mind. And, yeah, I thought you were talking about it last week, right? The Cena watch, the check-in on Cena.
Yes.
I think she looked great here. She was ruthless. She looked powerful, and she was destroying Akira at points, and looked excellent. I thought.
I mean, this match was fucking great. Akira is really good at being a babyface.
Yeah.
I think one of her best traits is being like expressive and selling. And Xena was Xena was like a good counter to that because like she was a good bully with like the chops and like there were like tiny little slaps around the face when she was in submission holds, which I thought was great. She did, Xena, I think likes to come up with new stuff in matches. So I'm sure someone has done this move before, but it's the first time I've ever seen it. But like she did like a leg behind the head suplex. So she,
I remember. Yes.
Like a stretch, I don't know, a stretch muffler into a suplex. I don't know, I've just never seen it. But yeah, Xena's quite creative, I guess. Or she watches some very obscure things that I do not watch, clearly.
I was very surprised at the moment. I thought like, what the hell is she doing there? And then she just slammed her over her head. It was really cool.
Yeah. So I thought this match was awesome and Akira's performance was great.
Yeah.
And Xena was a good bully.
Yes. I was thinking about this. We had this discussion the other week. I don't know when exactly it was. Because you were, I just hit my mic. Whatever. You were very confident that Anne is the top rookie of her class. And I said maybe Akira has a beat still. And this match made me convinced that Akira is the top rookie of her class.
And then you watched the main event.
Then I watched the main event. I didn't fully change my mind, but like these are head to head for me. Okay?
Yeah.
I thought Akira was fucking awesome here. She
was, yeah.
And her post-match promo, did you see the post-match promo?
Oh, I don't think I did, no.
She cut such an awesome emotional post-match promo, like the crowd was fucking buying into her completely. That was amazing. I loved the post-match as well. So, like, I don't know, Akira's character work here in this match was excellent, I thought. And Yeah, I think she's very good. I think she's a very, very good rookie, actually.
She is. She is in the good category of the Joshi'ing Around Weekly rookie tier list.
Yes. But then, in the main event, we had Ane Kanaya teaming up with her tropical, I don't know, partner.
Teammate, wrestler?
Wrestler. That's kind of the gimmick, right? The tropical team. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's because Ane is from Okinawa, right?
Right, yeah, that's
YUNA just likes pineapples, so that's the
right.
thing.
Basically. And they teamed, they challenged the New Blood Tag Team Champions, Sayaka Kurara and Aya Sakura.
Wait, this was a New Blood Tag title match?
Yes, of course.
I honestly
didn't even know
that until now.
They challenged, after the Korakuen. They challenged already like 10 days ago, and then they challenged again after this week's Korakuen. They constantly talked about that.
Yeah, they also make sense because they were taking photos before. I was just completely zoned out because, yeah. All right. That makes a lot of sense. Sorry, continue.
Oh shit, I didn't note that. Whatever. Nah, I just thought this match was really showing Ane's improvement. She is, you know what I thought in this match? I thought Ane and Sayaka Kurara are really similar in a way.
Explain. Elaborate.
I don't know. Just the way they were fighting each other in a way. I don't know. It's just like that specific type of charisma, I think, that both have. That like connection to the crowd, they're building like just through their selling and through their kind of also like the style they're wrestling and like their moves are weirdly like in this similar fashion, you know, the way they work a match. I don't know. Just
and then you remember that Ane has like 20, what was it? Okay, it's probably like 30 matches now. So the fact she's doing some of the moves she's doing is pretty fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
Like she pulled out a reverse splash in this.
That was so crazy. I thought she's not gonna pull out a moonsault, right? It wasn't quite a moonsault, but it looked cool.
Like, when have you seen like a rookie with that level of matches do a reverse splash? She just does like cool stuff. Yeah. Her drop kicks, by the way, are very good. Mm-hmm. I love the drop kicks where you sort of like spin around after you make contact and you like land on your stomach rather than your side, you know, you just do a whole rotation. The fact that she can do that cleanly, really cool. She does that's the Momo latch, right? Am I going crazy? Like her finisher cradle is the Momo latch? Or is it different?
I'm not sure, maybe.
I feel like it's the Momo latch. Or it's close. Anyway, it's probably close. But doing that as a rookie is fucking insane. Okay? So obviously Momoe Nakanishi is one of the most talented Joshi ever.
Momoe Nakanishi.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, not Momo Watanabe.
I was thinking of what roll up does Watanabe do?
Sorry, I kind of missed the E on the end of my pronunciation. Yeah, Momoe. Yeah.
Okay, Momoe that's more like it. Yeah, okay.
That's her move, right?
Okay. Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
I trust you.
The electric chair into a cradle is one. She does like a spin on the electric chair.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a bit different. Natsupoy does a similar thing too, but...
Oh, she does a crazier one though.
Right? Yeah. She does a crazier one. Yeah, but you're right.
She goes like 360. I don't know what she does some weird shit. Always one. But yeah, anyway, doing that 30 matches into your career is fucking mind-blowing to me.
That's crazy.
And I don't think people realize that. You're not supposed to be doing that early into your career.
No.
So that is why people say she's good. It's because she's doing moves like that. Like, do you want to see like Yurihime do that? Do you want to see what happens? Like if Yurihime even tried that? Like someone's like getting their neck broken. Okay.
Yes.
So there is a clear difference.
With her ass, especially.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you said it too. Yeah, okay. Yuna Mizumori was fucking awesome in this match as well. She hits she's been on a tear for like over a year, it feels like. she's just hitting so hard. Her lariats are making so much noise, and I don't think there's like a thigh slap in there or something. She's just making that much noise on her lariats.
Yes.
Full Aya contact. Sakura, yeah, full contact. Aya Sakura she's becoming one of my favorites very, very quickly.
Absolutely.
I should do a tier list sometime, you know? Because I know Rena's in my top 3. Aya Sakura might be in my top 5. For Stardom wrestlers. She has like a really good. Have you seen her do a punch like that before? She did like a sick sounding punch with like a.
There were a couple of things in this match that I think I saw for the first time, like quality wise. I was gonna get to that later too. Yeah.
I mean, that's why New Bloods. They just like I feel like they use it as like a training ground almost.
Maybe maybe they're more daring in there. Yeah.
Yeah, Aya Sakura's beautiful German suplex for the win.
Oh yeah,
it was actually pitch perfect German suplex.
So good. And the bridge, everything was perfect.
The bridge, yeah. I feel like she's just been working with Syuri like non-stop in the dojo, like her striking and everything. She's just so good now.
Yes. You know, I'm surprised you didn't bring this up yourself.
Go for it.
One of my biggest points about this match is forearms.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The forearms from YUNA. I thought Kurara had packed some punches in her forearms in this match. Did you not see it?
I don't think forearms are that interesting, to be honest.
Oh right, you're not a big forearm guy. I forgot about that. Sure. But I thought like everyone in this match surprised me with like how hard they went into it. Like whether it was punches, kicks, forearms, it just all connected. Like it was all full contact and yeah, just great fun.
The forearms were fucking awesome.
Capped off a great show. Yes.
Anyway, good show.
Good show. Great show, actually. For a New Blood show, this was fucking... I loved this show.
Free on YouTube.
Kinda.
So if you liked anything we just said, check it out on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Let's do some previews and get the fuck out the Stardom section.
Oh my god, yeah.
So 4th of February, they've got another New Blood show. And it is also in Tokyo Square, so they're doing a back-to-back. So you got Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara versus the Hero Sisters. Yes. Fuck, I can't watch it until late at night because I'm busy all tomorrow.
My god!
I'm not going to be in any channels. I'm muting everything. Okay, I'm going dark tomorrow.
Is it a title match?
No, I don't. Well, I don't think so.
Okay.
I actually don't know the order of the card, to be honest. I think I did this earlier, so they may be announced in order, but I don't know. And then it's Hina and Kyoka Katatsu versus Inaba and Kikyo Furusawa. Rian versus Xena. Okay. Anakanaya, Miran, and Yurihime versus Nanami Hitano, Rana Yagami, and Tomoka Inaba. And then Akira Kuragane versus Hanako in a singles match, which is probably going to be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds cool too.
Now, let us preview quickly the Osaka show.
I have a confession to make.
What's up?
I did not see that you put all these translations in here. I did not read them.
It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I feel like we've spoken about all of these matches.
Yes.
You can just... So normally the press conferences are just kind of... A lot of them are filler, right? Like they don't actually... I don't think they always add to the storyline. Some of them are just saying the usual, I can't wait to beat this person at Osaka, you know, so... Anyway.
But do you think... Okay, maybe we'll get to it later.
Okay.
You
right.
Go through it.
So there's a Pine Speed 5-way. So this is Stardom's big show. It's at Eddie and Arena Osaka, number 1, which they haven't run since I don't know. I've got my sheet somewhere. Maybe 2024. Yeah, 2024. They skipped a year because it was going refurbishment. And so I think they haven't done more than 1,800 in the building. So I think if they get anywhere over 2.5 to 3, that's pretty great. That's pretty awesome. I'm expecting them to blow their record out the water, to be honest. I'd be surprised if they did less than I'd be surprised if they did less than 2.5k.
2.5, okay. Nah, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I can see that.
I'm expecting them to do 3 to 3.5. That's what I'm expecting.
If you see their OTA numbers, it's a comparable show. It's probably a bigger show than some of their OTA shows, from a card perspective.
Yeah.
Last year.
It's also a city. They don't run these huge cards as well. In Osaka, you don't normally see red belt, white belt, tag team, Fuwa-chan.
Yeah, I'd go with it. Over under 2.5k makes sense to me.
Yeah. So they open up with I don't know if this is a card order. I think I just made this up. So Pine Speed 5-way battle, which is Azusa Inaba versus Kyoka Kitatsu versus Lady C versus Momokogo versus Yuna Mizumori. Got no idea what the fuck Pine Speed means, but I'm guessing Yuna Mizumori wins that one. I
guess she's just calling it for fun like that because she likes pineapples and she's the high speed champion.
Yeah. So I assume she wins that. She retains the title there.
I hope so, yeah.
Then we've got Anna Kanaya, Kikia Furusawa, and Sayaka Kurara versus Hina, Rana Yagami, and Tomoka Inaba. I think I just assumed Rana's getting a win back on Sayaka, to be honest. But she could be pinning a rookie too.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I didn't think about that. I didn't even see these matches yet.
And then we have a 4-way tag team match, which is Azumi and Miyu Amasaki versus Hazuki and X versus Natsupoi and Sareee Anno versus Saya Aida and Yuri Hime. Who do you think X is?
Is that I saw is that the weird silhouette that kind of looks like Kaori Onyanama maybe?
Oh really? I didn't actually see the silhouette. That's funny if it is.
I'm looking for it.
I mean, it could be. I just assumed it would be Koguma, but I guess
Koguma would make sense. Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
But then it would be like, why wouldn't they just announce Koguma, right?
Yeah, but with Fuki and Death, it's the same thing, right? Why wouldn't they just announce her? I'm pretty sure they used her silhouette though. I'm looking for it right now.
Well, maybe they did this just to throw everyone off.
Maybe.
All right. Well, I don't know who's winning that. It's just an undercard match. Obviously, which Natsupoi and Sareee, I know that low down the card, but hey, it has to happen. Then we've got Saki Kashima versus Syuri. So this is Saki Kashima's special singles match before her retirement in April. I'm assuming this match will be funny, and I'm assuming Syuri will win.
The Saki Kashima and Syuri had historically always great matches together, like highly entertaining matches. So this is gonna be great as well, I think. Like they have this whole had this whole story going over years and years. You know that, right?
Well, no, because I haven't watched Stardom before 2024, but I assume so.
They were in rivaling units a while ago, and Saki Kashima had, and she chronically had like this crazy fear of ever having to face Syuri. She cut one of the most hilarious promos you'll ever hear in Stardom.
Oh, I remember that. The 5-star. Yeah.
For the 5-star, yeah. And then once she got kicked out of Oedo Tai, Syuri was essentially the one to save her and pick her up and get her into a unit, which was like the antithesis of a God's Eye wrestler at that point was Saki Kashima. So Syuri taking her in was like kind of like just like a really lovely move, and it was it's a really cool story actually overall.
Well, look forward to that. And then Aya Sakura versus Maki Ito for the Kawaii of Kawaii Championship.
Hell yeah.
I think Maki Ito is winning this.
Grudge match. Is it official that Maki Ito leaves if she loses?
I didn't hear that. I thought it was just a title match.
I think she's just saying it like lackadaisically or whatever you say. And she won't go through with it if she loses. That's kind of how I see it. But she did say that at like that press conference or whenever she said it. If I lose, I leave Stardom. I'd even stop calling myself the world's cutest. But I think she's just saying shit and she's lying. So I can see Aya. I definitely think Aya should win, but that's just me.
I can see it either way, to be honest. I'd probably have Sakura win, but I guess it depends how they do it. I don't think it matters that much.
Yeah.
Then we have the big EXP.
I mean, it does matter. It's basically Tom's pride on the line, right? Aya has to win it back. It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
For it to lose.
That's true. Just like it wouldn't make sense for Saya to beat Tam Nakano.
Right.
Then we have Empress X Venus versus Movida Loca. This is a match I'm probably looking most forward to. I think the problem is it's 5v4 now. And Bazilla going down really hurt this match. Like, a lot.
It's bad.
So, I also think they should have done loser leaves unit, I'll be honest. I think I would have, like, booked it, like, to play the Hanako stuff up even more. And worst case scenario, if you don't want to pull the trigger on, like, Hanako leaving or whatever, you could just have Waka leave.
Yes, they should have. They should have done an additional stipulation. I also think they could have just said, Rian, you sit this one out, you go into we're making the high-speed match a 6-way and you go into that match or whatever.
That's true
and
as well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or have Cena have a special match or whatever, but I think they could have done something better than making it a handicap match. It's just so awkward to have it be a handicap match. So. It's just inherently unfair, right?
Yeah, so. It doesn't make any sense. Foshan versus Rina. Rina's winning.
Should. That would upset me if she wouldn't, if she doesn't.
That would also upset me, yeah. If they're going to treat her like a rookie, then, she needs to get her a big win on a Korakuen Hall show in the opener. That's tradition. B. Priestley and Hanan versus Natsukatori and Waka for the tag team titles. I mean, we've already spoken about it. We don't need to go over it. Hate should keep all the titles.
Yes.
Ami Syuri versus Konami. Again, Konami should win.
Yep.
And then Saya Kamitani versus Starlight Kid. We spoke for like 20 minutes about it.
Yep. I think we're fine on this.
Alrighty then. Let's move on to Marigold and Executive Call. We're only going to talk about interesting stuff. Not going to recap the whole show. So on the 30th...
I was wholly unimpressed by the rest of the show. I couldn't even...
Let's give general thoughts and then skip to the match that was actually good. So 30th of January, they're at Shinjuku Face. So for me, Marigold has fallen off. I explained it last episode. I need some heat back in the promotion. Why, for some reason they stopped the Marvelous rivalry, which was by far like one of the best things in 2025. Like that interpromotional rivalry was awesome. Don't know why they randomly stopped that rivalry. It's like Marigold are like more isolated now than other promotions. It's so weird. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Marigold is like the most chugging along promotion. Like in between its big shows in May and October, they do not like have a lot of juice in between. The only juice they had last year was the interpromotional rivalry. So now that that's gone, it's kind of exposing like what they do in between those big shows. So, what do you think of the show overall?
I honestly think, I didn't have crazy expectations or anything, but it kind of under-delivered for me. There was this freeway that I was kind of excited for.
Let's talk about that. So that's worth talking about. So it was Mai Sakurai, Natsumi Shizuki, so coming back from injury. Well, she's been back for like a month, and Victoria Izuki. So we spoke last episode, I think, it was last episode, about how Marigold has a curse for three-way matches. Okay,
that's kind of true.
I was assuming these three would break that curse. It's three of their top workers, right? Mm-hmm. Like three of their top five, probably. Yes. So like, surely this is it. It just, the match they
didn't
put
land
on
for
was
me
so
at all.
weird.
Yes.
Like, it was like a light-hearted match with a couple of weird spots. Like my Sakurai gets a hold on Yuzuki, and then Natsumi tries to break it up with a choke, but my Sakurai just doesn't let go of Yuzuki, so Natsumi just gives up. I'm not saying this match was a disaster. It was like okay, but
I just expect a much better from these three names, right?
Three ways in Marigold just bring down the level of the wrestlers. Basically, it doesn't matter who you put in.
It's crazy.
So yeah, not a great match, and also because you knew it was going to be a time limit draw before the match even started. Like they're not pinning.
Probably. I'm never in this mindset, but like every time at the latest at like 12, 13 minutes, it suddenly shoots into my head. Oh, of course, it's going to be a TV.
I knew before because it's second on the card. They're not pinning Mai Sakurai, Natsumi Shizuki, and Victoria Izuki second on the card at Shinjuku Face.
I should be more aware of that, but
anyway, that was something. I don't want to talk about that. Oh, I guess 3D Championship.
I do want to say,
the
3D one. I think. Oh, I may have skipped that accidentally.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say the result. So Sareee, Yamaoka, Shoko Koshino, and Yuka Yamazaki are through to the next round. They beat Hummingbird, Nagisa, Tachibana, and Naoki Ishikawa.
Okay. I do think for the people who were in that 8-man you wanted to skip, I was also disappointed, but I thought Ria Sato looked very good in the match.
I love Ria Sato.
Yes, she's very good.
my top 3 Marigold wrestlers are her, Sareee Yamaoka, and Mayu Iwatani. So Rhea Sato is definitely one of my favorites. And of course, she got pinned here because no one else in the unit can lose. You can't pin
the tag team champions. Yeah.
Because also she's going for the red belt, Chiaki.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't pin Misa Matsui because she's a champion. You can't pin Nagisa Nozaki because she's a freelancer and she's booked strongly. So you have to pin literally one of the best wrestlers in the company. Then we had the main event, which is worth talking about. So it was Komomo Minami versus Mayu Iwatani for the Superfly title. I liked this match more than I liked the Yuzuki Komomo time limit draw. So they're quite different matches.
Yeah.
They're quite different.
I would agree with that, yeah.
The Yuzuki one might have had like more drama, but I thought Mayu, the way she controlled this match, I preferred it way more than the way Yuzuki controlled the her match. You know what I mean?
Yes. No, I mean, it's obviously right. Mayu is one of the best wrestlers in the world and a fucking 15-year veteran. And Yuzuki is, I mean, she's great, but she can't forget that she's like still 2 years in.
She's only 2 years in, or 2.5, yeah. So
I mean,
Mayu
that's not a surprise.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I do want to say Komomo, like these 2 matches back to back, that's like her coming out party. These 2 matches, I think.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I did really like her always when I saw her.
Yeah, I just felt like after Grand Destiny in October, she kind of like fell off a bit. I mean, obviously you skipped the house shows, right?
Maybe, yeah. I kind of stopped watching.
Yeah, she just had like a few botches here and there. She was working much slower. Okay. Some matches, just things didn't work out. I felt like she was like struggling to find her groove. But these 2 matches were like, okay, she's back again, and she's probably better than ever as well. So,
yes, I did really like both matches.
Yes, so this, I mean, they did, so Mayu, I think, super kicked Komomo off the bell at the start of this match, which was a good mirror to Komomo jumping Yuzuki at the last match, so that was awesome. Mayu almost fucking killed herself on a Tope Suicida.
Yeah.
That was insane. And we talk a lot about Zombie Mayu being awesome, so is Billy Mayu, okay?
She is.
She's one of the goats, okay? So
she is.
I just love the way she was bullying Komomo. I liked Komomo's selling. Awesome Super Frankensteiner from the top rope from Komomo. That's some.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
That was sick. Great.
The way Mayu bumped for it too was crazy. Like she took off in a way I think I've never seen anyone take a Frankensteiner like that.
Komomo is one of her proteges. It's Yuzuki Komomo.
Okay.
So those are the 2 she's kind of taken under her wing.
Okay.
And then it was Mayu kneed Komomo right in the gut with a moonsault for the win. So, but yeah, great match.
That was a brutal moonsault, yeah. Like you said, it was a really, really good match. I wrote awesome match, honestly, in the moment. So that's probably my real feelings. I'm not like, it didn't stick in my mind as much. As an awesome match probably should, but those couple of spots were crazy that you mentioned for sure. I did think Komomo sold fantastically in that Boston Crab that Mayu had on for a while. So I think Komomo really excels at like selling and getting the audience invested. So that's also what she did a lot for the Suzuki match. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yuzuki. Did I say Suzuki?
Oh, Yuzuki. Well, maybe my brain just filled in Yuzuki, so, yeah.
Maybe.
All right, let's move on to TJPW. Yeah. So, the Max Heart tournament continued. So, we're in the semi-finals now. They're at Shinjuku Face on the 31st of January. And just skipping to the tournament matches, unless you watched other stuff.
I mean, I do think I watched the whole show. I did want to see the Shion versus Himawari match because I wanted to see where Shion's at, and I like Himawari a lot. But we don't need to talk about all that. It was good. I thought
Shion's going to be fine in TJPW.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Shion is way good for her level of experience. Yeah, I think.
And she also just fits the vibes of the promotion.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, she fits in really well.
Very good at recruiting. Do you have anything about any of the other matches?
Nah, I kind of skipped around in some of the other matches, but I mostly watched the 2 tag team matches. I skipped around in the Mirai match, but it just didn't really, or like I had it on in the background. It never really grabbed me. I just wanted to see Mirai, but for a Mirai match, it didn't get there for me. I don't know.
I thought this was, it was like the best undercard match, but it's not like it was like something you need to go out your way to see.
Mirai was awesome for the finish. Like Chika Nanase was screaming. That was good.
Yeah, so it's worth mentioning. So it was Chika Nanase and Toga versus Mirai and Sarah Phoenix. So Sarah Phoenix is a wrestler from Chile, and she's wrestling there until like the 28th of February or something. This must be the highest up the card that Chika Nanase has ever been. So, like seriously, like she's normally in like openers and second matches and stuff like that. And Toga and Chika are kind of interesting wrestlers in that they're the most non-TJPW wrestlers in TJPW. In terms of like the forearms they flow, the strikes they do. Like Chica's got rolling elbow and she's got like so I don't know if it's rolling. It might just be a really stiff elbow. But yeah, so I thought I'm excited for Mirai and Toga now. I think that Mirai is going to be the person that kind of unlocks more of Toga's unorthodox, I guess, style in TJPW, because she sort of like, she did it against Matsumoto at Summer Sun Princess in September, and I remember we spoke about that because it was our first episode, I believe, maybe second.
Okay.
And she hasn't really done it since, but because freelancers kind of like force that out of you because they just wrestle differently, they just do, I'm expecting it to happen with Mirai, so I want to see how she wrestles, basically. I'm interested.
For sure. I've never been like big on Toga. She kind of like does nothing for me usually, but I hope Mirai can really get it out of her.
I'm more curious because if she doesn't have a great match with Mirai, then I'd probably be a bit out on her. Yeah.
All right.
Then the semi-main event, we had the first semi-final, which was Daisy Monkey, Arasu Endo, and Suzume versus Digimon is now their name, Mizuki and Uchitsukami. Yes, not goblin monsters as we called them repetitively last episode. So they did it. The goblin monsters, Digimon, are in the final.
Yes, so I was so relieved.
Yeah, we said last week they should just run with it, and they actually have. So,
well, I mean, I was kind of torn actually. I wouldn't have been mad if Daisy Monkey would have made it. That sounded like I would have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad if Daisy Monkey won at all. But I was kind of like halfway through the match. I'm a biggest Suzume fan, right? People who listen to the podcast know that she's probably my special little guy in the promotion. But like halfway through the match, I kind of realized that I'm really rooting for Digimon to make it. And when they did, I was very happy.
Yep. Daisy Monkey are literally one of the best tag teams. They're just very, very good workers.
Like period.
Mizuki's cutie special is just fucking insane.
Oh yeah.
The only way I can describe her bridge is it's like a horseshoe shape. Like legitimately. It's so crazy the way she bridges. Yeah. It's the most beautiful cutie special in the scene for sure. This was a great match.
I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
And then
it was just like,
gone.
Just like love every wrestler in the match. So obviously it was good.
Exactly.
It was a me match. It was specifically made for me, I think. So
yeah, it was. They booked just for you. And in a match booked for neither of us, Max the Impaler and Pom Harajuku versus Wakana Yuhara and Yuki Kamifuku. I'm a known Oba Eats non-enjoyer. They get the main event spot because they're champions, obviously. The problem is that they never live up to like the previous matches when you got Daisy Monkey and stuff like working underneath you. So it's just always a weird ending to the shows basically, but obviously they have to do it because they're champions. I have zero comments on this match. Like legitimately, like no comments. You got
I was just upset. I didn't want them to win. I wanted to see Max and Pom go against Digimon. I thought that would have been an incredibly fun match to watch, probably. Whatever they were gonna do. Uta Takami against Max the Impaler, can you imagine?
It would have been awesome.
And this does nothing for me. The fucking tag team champions are in the finals, and they are really not good wrestlers. I'm sorry.
And you know what? The worst part is the tournament is for a shot at the titles.
Yes.
It's not even for the titles. So
kind of like the Goddesses of Stardom tag league. It's the same scenario.
Yeah.
But I loved it in the Goddesses of Stardom because hate are awesome, right? Natsuko Tora and especially. It's just a great heel to be like in that position. But like these two do nothing for me in the tournament finals for like, I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, so what do you do if Digimon win? Then you just run it back at Sumo Hall? I mean, okay, that's super exciting.
Yeah, like...
And then what do you do if Obereats win? Well, then you just have to find another team to face them at Sumo Hall on the 29th of March. So then it's kind of like...
I mean, Tokyo ChocoPro is not like this roster that has like infinite possibilities. If like Obereats just runs through everyone in a fucking tournament, what do you do then with them? It's just kind of doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess the interesting story is Kamifuku faced Mizuki in her debut match. So there's some nice tie-ins to the final there. Kamifuku wants to defeat Mizuki. Right. Should we talk about the Indie Zone?
Indie Zone. What do we have first here? Oh yeah, okay.
I'm probably going to start skipping around, by the way, because if I go for everything, this is a 5-hour podcast.
No, yeah. Also, just a disclaimer for everyone listening: I didn't watch a lot of these shows.
Why do you have to say that? It's okay,
because
Tim.
It's. I don't know.
It's okay, Tim. It's okay.
Well,
there's a lot of promotions.
Yeah.
We literally cover like 20 promotions.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So let's start off at Sendai Girls. What did you watch here? Remember, I'm not Brian Alvarezing you. We need to skip to it.
I watched the January 23rd.
All of it?
I think all of it, but my memory is severely lacking for like the other card matches, to be honest.
Let me speak for it, and then if something pops up in your mind, you can just mention it.
Yeah.
So Sendai Girls had a show on the 23rd of January at Sendai Pit, and the VOD released on the 28th. The opener was Minami versus Miyuki Takase. Sounds a lot better on paper because all Sendai Girls openers are like worked at a certain level, no matter what. You could literally put anyone in the opener. You could probably put Sareee in the opener, and they would just have like the same match. Just the Sendai Girls opener is the Sendai Girls opener. Okay.
Yes.
It was an okay match. I do have to say.
Draw.
Yeah, it was a time limit draw, 10-minute time limit draw. Minami was working twice on the night. So I will give her that.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yes.
It's true.
Miko Iwata pulled out of the main event, that's why, I believe.
Oh. Yeah. Miyuki Takase is great, though. I enjoyed it a lot.
So then we had Amale, Raideen Hagane, and Yura Suzuki versus Chi-Chi-Chisako and Hiroyu Matsumoto. My only note on this is, like, Tim, you've done something that Raideen Hagane couldn't. And that's, you make me smile when I watch her wrestle, because I just remember the time you thought that she was a guy. So whenever I see her, I cannot get that on my head. Thank you for that.
Yeah, same.
Hagane matches are much better than they were before.
I did mention did I mention that when we talked about our Japan trip that I thought she got hurt on the Risa Sarah show? Yeah. Apparently she didn't get hurt as badly as I thought because she moved well here. Yeah. I thought Chi looked great in this match. She looks so smooth in just the stuff she does now. She's such a pro now. And I was also very positively, I wasn't surprised that Yura Suzuki looked good. I like her a lot every time I see her.
She's good, yeah.
But she stood out to me as well in this match. It's just what I'm saying.
Then we had Chihiro Hashimoto and Saya Ida versus Olympia and Zonez. So this was Hashimoto and Ida teaming up after their...
That's such a sick team, man.
Yeah, their barn burner on the 11th. So
yes,
there was a cool spot here where Zonez and Olympia were like picking up Hashimoto and Ida respectively in like a 5-women's carry position. And then they did squats. So Zones is like going nice,
but it was cool too, I guess.
Yeah, Zones is like squatting with Hashimoto on top of her like very slowly because she doesn't want to break her back. And then you look over, and then Olympia is fucking power squatting Saya Ida as if she's not on top of her. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
It's funny, okay?
Because obviously Hashimoto is like 100 kg or whatever, and I guess Saya Ida is quite small, even though she's like all muscle. So
should Saya Ida be the new Team 200 kg member?
I mean, I think they make a great tag team.
Oh, for sure. They rule.
And I do think Saida should take more bookings, literally just so I can see her more. So
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I just want to say, I like Hashimoto lower down the cards on house shows. I like that.
Yeah, she's fun.
Sendai Girls are like letting other people shine in the main events, and Hashimoto's having fun. It's great.
That's cool. Yeah. And her and Olympia going at it was crazy.
Yep.
Just two monsters. I don't know. It was a lot of fun.
Senka Akatsuki versus Yuna for the Sendai Girls World Championship.
Yep.
So Senka won. So she is now the Sendai Girls Junior World Champion. It's her first title in her career. So that's awesome. I was just laughing because I just can't get the picture out of my head of they do photographs before the title match.
Mm-hmm.
So they take pictures of each wrestler standing next to a referee who's holding the title.
Mm-hmm.
Senka's stance in all of these photos is going to be legendary. It's going to be amazing every time. The way she just like stares with her fucking huge tree trunk thighs. She's so imposing. I love it.
Yes.
I'm really wondering what gear she's going to wear. It's going to be crazy when she does a gear reveal.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I can't even like picture her.
I can't picture it. That's why I'm excited.
And then the gear now, yeah.
It's crazy. But I mean, it's going to happen at some point. Like she's not staying.
It should, for sure. I mean, I'm not that sure actually, if it should, but
yeah. So
maybe.
The interesting thing was, so Senka. I don't think Senka has an amateur wrestling background, but she can mat wrestle. For a rookie, she's a very good mat wrestler. She's a student of the game. We know that she loves wrestling. She watches wrestling in her spare time. She's spoken about it. They did a limb work match.
Yes, and it wasn't
quite ambitious. I mean, yeah, but quite ambitious because Yuna is like no Rhea Seto, right?
No.
So Senka kinda sometimes forgot to sell the arm, but so like I think she was like getting her arm worked on, and then like right after she was like giving a bunch of elbows with that same arm. She's a rookie, that's fine, it happens. But she did sell the arm like when it mattered, right? When Yuna locked in the chicken wing submission, so that's when it mattered.
Yeah.
Best part of the match was the final stretch, I thought.
Oh, absolutely.
Lots of good near falls. And then Senka won with the axe bomber into the amateur style pin. But that's great. That's a great finish.
I love that. Like, just the shoot pins, just pin her until he finally counts to three, the referee.
It's very 80s, right? I mean, that's what she gets.
Yeah, but but it looks so awesome. It's such a fucking cool thing to do. I don't know, as a finish. I loved it. I spoiled myself immediately after this happened. Like in real time, I was on Twitter for some reason, and the first post that came up was Senka with the belt. So I knew this like way before this even made, the tape even aired, you know. So I knew everything going in, but I still enjoyed it a lot. I think Yuna did look alright here. It's not just because we love her now because of her personality, or her interviews in Shupro. I legit thought she was alright in this match, and she had a pretty cool sling blade. I hope Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, wasn't watching. And
that's a good bit.
When, like, I don't know, Senka kept climbing to the top turnbuckle for some reason. At one point, Yuna just pulled her down by the hair. That looked so.
Well, because she's teasing her frog splash, right? Her finisher.
Yeah. But I just thought the way Yuna reacted at one point when she just pulled her down by the hair, it looked so like divisive. Not divisive, but I'm looking for a fucking word. Yeah, it looked like un-Yuna like very determined. That's the word like the way she pulled her down was very. Yuna showed maybe a bit of a different side of herself in this match. I thought this is basically the point I'm trying to make here. And yeah, but like we already said, I absolutely adored the finish to it. And it's cool that Senka has a title now. I love it a lot. And Chihiro came out after the match too.
Yes, so that's
challenge her.
Well, Senka challenged Hashimoto. Let's not get it fucking twisted, okay?
Oh,
I never Senka grabbed the mic and she was like, Chihiro Hashimoto, I want a singles match. I fucking love Senka, man.
That's awesome.
And so that will take place on the 15th of February. Cool.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Me too. The main event was Manami and Ryu Mizunami versus Miya Momono and Yurika Oka, which is Bob Momo Banana. You got anything on this? I've got only one thing, that Minami and Yurika are fucking great together. They have very good chemistry.
Oh, really?
Oh, I love Minami and Yurika, yeah.
My main point from this match was that Ryo Mitsunami and Mio Momono were great together. They beat the piss out of each other at one point in the match. Was my
I thought Minami and Mio were also awesome.
Yes, Mio was just fucking awesome the entire match. She's just incredibly good.
Yeah, so she won with the JK bomb, which is like the code red, which is kind of a protected finish. I was kind of hoping she would win with the German suplex because she's done that quite a few times, but that's fine.
Yes, I called Ryo Mitsunami Yuna Mitsumori in my notes, but that's neither here or there.
Yeah, I got nothing else on this. You?
No, I didn't really take many notes on this main event, but I enjoyed it. Mio was really good. Yeah, really enjoyable.
All Sendai girls matches
not that memorable.
Good. Like, yes. we don't even need to say it.
Yeah, it's like your base level that's just high in Sendai.
Yeah. Then, quickly, on the 1st of February, Sendai girls had a show at Azalea Taisha Hall, and it was released today. So, the opener was
I did not watch it.
Well, yeah, it was released today. That we chose New Blood, which I think was the correct choice.
Absolutely.
Dash Chisako versus Yuri Suzuki. Just want to shout out Yuri Suzuki as well. She was very good in this match. She does like a super rock bottom. I don't know if you know what move I'm talking about. It's like she does like a 180 rotation during like an uranage.
Okay.
It's very good. So it's a very sick move. So just shout out. Then we had the Chika versus YUNA match, which I already spoke about earlier. It was hilarious. Seriously. Maybe you need to watch this back after. It was so funny that Chika, a 10-month rookie from a different promotion, was literally booked to no-sell Yuna's offense. I'm literally not exaggerating. It was the funniest shit ever. Very odd. Whoever put this match together, I'll just say. I mean, funny for me, but odd for the wrestlers. Chika was throwing elbows so hard that the crowd was like legitimately worried for Yuna. Like every time Chika threw an elbow, the crowd went like, "Ooh!" And every time Yuna threw an elbow, silence. Love Yuna, but this match was like burying her. I swear to God.
Okay. Was the crowd like not behind Yuna then? Or
no,
just concerned for her?
Chika got big response for like everything she did. I have no idea what this match was like. Fucking Bizarro land. Just
because
the way
I actually thought Yuna got a pretty good response in the Senka match. Like the crowd was really rooting for her. I thought.
Yeah, I don't. Well, that was in Sendai Pit as well. Don't forget. So that's her hometown.
Okay.
And this is Osaka, so clearly Osaka might not care about Yuna.
Yeah.
She does like a signature judo takedown, which also got a huge reaction. Like you would think this was an Evo show. So yeah, Chika like actually came off like the biggest star.
Okay.
I sound like Dave Meltzer. That's that's a very Dave Meltzer thing. Then we had Minami versus Sora Iyame, so that's Marvelous's rookie. I mean, shin kicks, you know. It was nice to see Minami in bully mode. Okay, match. The semi-main event was Chihiro Hashimoto and Miku Kanai versus Hiroyu Matsumoto and Miyuki Takase. So there was some big fun big girl collisions between Matsumoto and Hashimoto. But I think the highlight of the match was Miyuki Takase and Miku Kanai. So, I mean, Takase was like so good at killing Miku with like nasty chops. Miku, as we all know, is a very good seller.
Yes.
Yeah, really fun match. And it set up a singles match between Hashimoto and Takase, which I don't have a date for, but I think it's happening soon. Maybe on the 8th.
Sounds cool.
The main event was Chi-Chi and Mika Iwata versus Bob Momo Banana. Match was obviously great. like we said, we don't have to say it.
Wait, sorry, who was against Bob Momo Banana?
Chi-Chi and Mika Iwata.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So there was... They were going quite hard. So like there were like some clonking headbutts in this match.
Oh my god.
So I don't know why they were going so hard on an Osaka show, but they were. They were like loud Iwata chants on the finishing stretch against Miyu Momono, which
she's always popular, I think.
Yeah, but like against Miyu Momono, and also she was the one being the bully to Mio. So I was like, oh shit, Iwata is like popular, which I kind of knew, but it still shocked me. I love that Iwata is main eventing with Hashimoto on the undercard. It just feels good. I don't know. I love Hashimoto, but it's just nice to see it swapped around sometimes.
Yes.
Mio just made Iwata look like a fucking killer, to be honest. So I would watch it literally just for that. Really good stuff. Nice. But Mio pinned Iwata with the JK bomb, so Iwata lost, obviously. But great match. I would definitely recommend it. I would recommend it. This era of like Bob Momo Bonono. What the fuck did I just say? Bob.
I butchered it earlier as well.
Yeah, Bob Momo Banana, like their main eventing matches is just really fun. They're going to be a tag team of the year if they keep doing this. So,
absolutely. I think I voted for them last year.
That would be quite bold because they were out of action for 5 months because Mio was injured. I think you voted for them in 2024.
I voted for them in 2024. Yeah,
because I remember your ballot.
I voted Red Energy last year from Sendai Girls.
Yeah. Because I remember you were on the board, you posted your ballot, and I was like, oh, this guy watches Sendai Girls, that's cool. And I didn't know you.
Nice.
Cool. So, Marvelous. They had a show on the 28th of January. The most interesting thing about this show was it was Kaya Nishimura's protest, who is 16, and she's the last of the Marvelous trainees that we know of to take her protest ahead of the 5th of May Yokohama Buntai show. So, did you see this?
Yes, I watched this earlier today.
Compared to Mihiro, who was on the 12th of January show that you were at live, Kaya struggled with the squats. You could immediately see early on in the protest that she was not having a good time because Mihiro was like pumping those squats and Kaya was struggling. Oh, for those that don't know, I guess, a protest is something trainees do before they become a rookie in Japan. And it's like public, goes through a set of drills basically, and then they tell them afterwards whether they pass or fail. So,
I think it's not always. I think Stardom doesn't do them public. I think.
Oh no, you're right. Stardom definitely. I don't remember any Stardom ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe only Marvelous does them publicly. I don't know.
No, Diana does them as well. So.
Oh, Diana. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Seedling did. Maybe Seedling did it as well with Rui. I don't actually know. Well, it's popular on the independent scene at least. So.
Yes. I understand why it's fascinating to watch.
It is very interesting to watch if you've not seen one. So Kaya was like struggling with the squats, but she went through it. They have to do 300 squats. And then the next challenge was a 1-minute tripod headstand and 1-minute bridge, which Kaya passed fine. Yes. Then the 10 bridge kickovers that Mihiro struggled with.
She went wild.
She had no problems with this, which was quite funny that she struggled with the squats and then not the bridge kickovers where you bridge on your head. You're like an upside down crab and then you have to lift your legs above. You have to flip 180 to the other side, basically.
Yes.
Like powering your legs off the floor and rotate over your head.
It's hard to explain, but it looks quite crazy, actually, I think.
You basically bridge on your neck and then flip your body over. Vertically. And she had no problems with this. Then there was the break falls and the rope running. Now, let me say, she was fucking exhausted.
She was done. I think that was the damage from the squats. She almost collapsed, I think.
She could not fucking run the ropes. Yes. The crowd were like willing her on. She looked like she wanted to die.
Absolutely,
Then there were sparring rounds. So one against Fuka, who's the 13-year-old rookie that passed her protest in June. Then Senka, and then Ai Huzan. Kai was struggling with the sparring as well, obviously, because she was totally gassed from the running. So it was already over.
She was just gassed at this point. It was kind of hard to watch. I mean, she didn't do terribly, but it was obvious that she was completely like gassed. Yeah.
And part of the reason is like if you're getting gassed, then you can do some serious damage in a ring, like if you drop someone on the head, right? So so Takumi asked Kaya how she felt, and Kaya responded that she couldn't do it. And it was kind of emotional, like, Takumi's like being like soft spoken. Kaya is like struggling to speak. And Takumi asked her, why do you think you couldn't do it? And then Kaya said, she was fully aware of the situation. She said, I ran out of stamina. So she knew. And then Takumi failed her on the spot. And
she failed her?
Yeah, she failed her on the spot. And Chigusa Nagayo wasn't there because Chigusa was in America to discuss WrestleMania week plans with West Coast Pro Wrestling Scott. So Kaya burst into tears basically while the crowd tried to cheer her up because she had just failed. And Takumi said that she wants Kaya to try once more in February so that she can make the timing of debuting in May at the big show.
Damn, I thought she passed.
No, I mean,
I realized she was crying heavily at the end, but
and
I
did you
just
not notice
thought
that they didn't do the bonus round with Senka sitting on top of her for the bridge? Remember they did that for Mahiro?
yeah, that's I don't know why they didn't do that. I thought they just spared her. I thought maybe they thought she did well enough or whatever. My other thought was maybe they didn't. I thought maybe they don't do that with the younger ones in case something fucking goes wrong.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That was my main thought, that maybe they do this with 18, like with more
18
adult
only,
trainees, because that's a fucking rough one. Maybe they don't want to do that with like a 16-year-old girl. I don't know.
Yeah. So there you go. So
that's crazy that they failed her.
She will redo her test at in February.
Because I thought she did so well with the bridges and stuff that's
yeah,
good
but she
enough.
was so gassed.
She was, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's always like, okay, I get why. Okay. But you don't always do 300 squats before every match, right?
No, of course not. But if you compare it to like Mahiro, who like literally did not look gassed at all, like
okay, yeah. I get it.
The first match was Amale and Chikaya Nagashima versus Miyamoto and Sorayame. The only funny thing, like, it was funny that they did a parody of the protest in this match. So like Mio threw Chikaya around by the hair, like the hair throw.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
She did it like 50 times, and I'm not exaggerating. I didn't count, but the crowd were counting. It must have lasted at least like 5+ minutes of literally just Chikaya taking like 50 bumps. So that was kind of funny. Not talking about that. Men's match, who cares about that? Itsuki, Aoki, and Rin versus Spark Rush was fun. Really good match.
I saw like the second half of this match.
Oh yeah, so I thought it was really good.
Yes, what I saw was great. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, Itsuki and Sareee trading forearms was fun, but Sareee pinned Rin with a single standard Urinage.
There was one spot where like I don't know who it was. I think Sareee pinned Rin and Itsuki wanted to break it up. Yeah. And I think Sareee dodged and just Itsuki murdered her tag team partner by trying to break up a pin. It was like the reaction to it was really funny too. I don't know. The crowd was laughing and like Itsuki was laughing because it looked really absurd.
What they weren't laughing at was the announcement that happened after the match where Rin announced that she was retiring on the 5th of May.
Oh no. Yeah, I read about that before.
Yeah, so it looks like Rin is going to be doing like a lot of outside dates because she's technically a freelancer and she just wants to have a lot of matches. She mentioned that she wants to face Mayu Iwatani at some point, so maybe the interpromotional rivalry happens again. So let's see.
But also Rin was the one who basically was already done, right? And she came back for like a special occasion or something and just kept wrestling for a bit.
I think her last match was like 2022 or something, and then she moved to Canada because her husband was based there.
Oh, that was her. Okay.
I think he's like a filmmaker or something. Mm-hmm. And then she came back. No one really knew why. I mean, I think people suspected that his career didn't go so well, so that she came back.
Yeah, that's what I read as well. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it turns out she came back for a retirement run. So, so there you go. She wants to retire at Yokohama Buntai, basically. And I will be there because I got tickets.
Awesome.
Main event was Aihuzan and Senka versus Magenta, Maria and Rico, the AAAW Tag Team Champions. So a week after we spoke about Ai's feature in Shupro, about how she felt jealousy about Senka's rise, she teams up with her against the champions. So I kind of like that. They booked Ai in the main event now. Senka looks good with a belt. This was the first time I saw her with that belt.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, so I thought this was... I think Ai's a psycho. She literally just... Yeah, Aihuzan is a psycho.
Okay.
She just does shoot headbutts sometimes because she wants to.
Oh, that was an awesome headbutt spot in this, yeah.
Yeah, she just decided to shoot headbutt Rico. It was like a massive clonk.
Oh my god.
Aihuzan is really good. She's like very intense wrestler.
I think she did another one that was really safe though as well though, right? Which was more like to the chest area. Yes. Yeah, that's the one I meant.
Yep, that's one of her spots as well.
That looked really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this match, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, same. I felt kind of bad for Aihuzan because like she was kind of being bullied around by Magenta for a bit.
I'm rooting for her.
I'm rooting for her now after that.
Yeah.
These fucking articles last week.
They're fucking
messed with They made us emotionally compromised, I think.
They absolutely did. Right,
yeah.
let's move on to Diana.
match.
28th of I said November, January. It's Future Sight 42, which is like their series that focuses on young wrestlers. I can't. You only watched the match that I recommended, right?
I think I watched everything.
Jesus. All right. Anna versus Kirari Wakana in the opener. This was probably one of Anna's better matches. I was curious to see how they would work it because Kirari is like very happy and Anna has only faced bullies. So Anna is like the 15-year-old rookie that Diana debuted a few months ago.
Yes.
But Kirari just kept on beating up Anna with a smile on her face. So I think she was happy to beat someone up younger than her for once. I thought this match was good. I think it was pretty good. Well, better than average is what I said. Anna fucked up the finish a bit, but apart from that, I think her drop kicks look good.
Yeah. Yeah, basically at the same. It was good. Nothing special, but solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Honoka and Shanshan versus Mizuki, Nanami, and Hatano. I was very excited for this match. And then I remembered that you gave Mizuki Kato her steamroller gimmick. Pretty fucked up thing for you to do, to be honest.
I understood you.
You the retired wrestler.
Yes.
And she just sat on Shanshan for like 30 seconds after.
That was kind of funny though. That was the first time the fucking the log roll had me entertained a bit because she just wouldn't get up. It was just she was squashing her for.
I feel like Mizuki Kato has inherited some U-isms. So, yeah. I mean, it was fine, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. But now I know what to expect. I've recalibrated. Once she like dropped the U-isms, I feel like the match got cooking, and the last few minutes were really fun.
Yes. I was kind of miffed going in because I went back and watched the Shanshan and Misa Kagura match from the Diana show the other week.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just not a big Mizuki Kato, especially with the U spots as well, like you mentioned, fan. And so when I saw she's once again against the same tag team, she's just locked in to this tag team.
You need to, have you seen her singles match? Shanshan versus Mizuki Kato?
Not sure if there was one I watched.
Watch that match because that is the best version of Mizuki Kato.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
So if she did more of that, that'd be great. But she doesn't do that all the time. I'll link it.
Yeah, but I really just, as everybody knows, I really like Shanshan. She has something about her, awesome. Like her charisma is so.
I think we might talk about that next really week, great. You know? Little teaser.
Yeah. I didn't know we were doing next week, but yeah, sure.
Okay, well, you know, whatever. Now, the third match is the one I wanted to recommend. It was Debbie Kaito, Etsuka Miyabi, and Himiko against Haruka Umasaki, Misa Kagura, and Sumika Yanigawa. So it's basically Invader and Innovator plus Etsuka versus Grace of Royalty and Sumika. So Etsuka was dressed in all black. I really want her in Magenta or Invader or Innovator. I think she just needs to join those units so that I can see more of her.
Yes.
I thought this match was really good. I thought the heel stuff was fine. I liked it. It was well worked. Etsuka was a standout once again. Misa Kagura selling for Etsuka, I thought was really fun.
Yeah. Misa was my standout in this, but
yes, but both Misa and Etsuka I thought were the standouts.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. So the reason I recommend this is not because it was like an amazing match, but it's because it's like, it feels like a Diana match to me. Like this is, if I wanted to show someone what Diana's about, I would show them this match, basically.
Yeah. They did like, the heels were kind of dumb in this match. Yeah. Because they killed like the ref at one point, but then like they basically had the match won, but nobody was there to count the pin.
Yep.
For like an eternity. So they kind of screwed themselves over, which was
heels do be dumb sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, but Etsuka did an awesome Angel's Wings type of move.
Midnight espresso because she likes coffee.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
And but Haruka Miyazaki won in the end, right?
Yes.
Himiko.
Yes. So shout out to Himiko because I think she needs more props. She started wrestling at 50. She's now 53, about to turn 54. 4-year career.
Oh, that's her. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. I think she's a good wrestler. Like, imagine being 50 and being like, I'm going to put my body on the line to entertain people. I think that's fucking insane.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
More people need to know about her. Then the main event was Moran versus Olympia. I thought it was an okay match, to be honest.
It was.
I love Moran, but yeah, I don't know. Moran's buzzsaw kicks are fucking excellent. She's becoming a really good kicker.
Sorry, I just had a coughing fit. Miran's buzzsaw kicks?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. That's true. I enjoyed this match for one aspect, and that was like, I mentioned this aspect of it last week, which is like the language barrier or whatever, like such a young wrestler, how she would like overcome this. And I thought you could see it at certain points. There was like hesitation or like slight miscommunications and where the match kind of halted. But I thought it was very interesting how they got past it all the time. Like Olympia basically led her, and she always did these like small hand gestures that I saw. Which then told Miran what to do next. Just like, yeah. We had these little gestures, which I found interesting just to see that, how they were going about this match. And, it wasn't perfect. It was far from perfect. Like I said, bunch of like miscommunications and stuff, but whatever. It was fine.
There's Diana. So, on the 25th of January, we moved to Wave. It was 3 fucking shows, okay? So...
Oh, really?
They're basically determining the next contender for Isuke Regina the Wave title on 8th of February, and they decided to hold 3 shows on the same day, but thankfully they decided to only do it in one stream, and because before they've actually charged these as separate streams. Like, I remember once I had to pay like £40 for 2 shows in one day. That's when I started getting burnt out on Wave. The format was basically a bunch of singles matches. I have no idea what the fuck the bracket was, so I just rolled with it and just watched. I'm not going to go through all 11 matches. Kaho Kobayashi won the tournament, so she'll be facing Itsuki at Korakuen Hall. So that's one of your favorites, Tim, because you said she stood out to you.
Yes, I like Kaho a lot.
And her against Itsuki will be a good match.
That should be great, yeah.
We will review that when it's out. I think the only thing... I think Honoka versus Chi-Chi was probably the best match of the tournament. So that was quite cool. I think they went to a 10-minute time limit draw.
Okay.
What I wanted to watch... Go on.
Now that I think about it, I think I saw Itsuki and Kao go at each other on the Risa Sarah retirement show.
Ooh.
Were they not both in the same match? I think I did have a preview. I'm going to check this real quick. You can go on.
So... There was a tag team match on the 3rd show, which I really wanted to watch more than the tournament itself, which was Honoka and Nanami Hatano versus Chi-Chi and Shan. And would you believe it, Wave did not fucking stream the show. They have the tape. I know they have the tape because they showed the match directly after it. But they did not, for some reason, put this on the stream. Please,
that's
Wave,
crazy.
That is crazy to not put that match on the stream. It was I would have, whatever. So then, this was the match.
I was talking shit, by the way. It was Husky and Kao Kobayashi, which was awesome on Risa Sarah, but Tsukayoki was in another match.
Okay. So, Natsu Sumire made the final, so it was her against Kaho Kobayashi, and Natsu Sumire was legit injured on a crossbody. The most dangerous move in wrestling.
That's where it happened, okay. I read about the injury, yes.
Yeah, so Natsu Sumire is out injured for a while. So that match had to be stopped, and Kaho just won.
Okay.
So that's Wave.
Fair enough.
Actress Girls had a show on the 25th. There was so I was very excited about Actress Girls last week, as maybe you all heard. Not so much this week. Doesn't mean there was anything bad, but there was nothing I need to rant and rave about. There's one match that is very cool, which was Kana Yufuku and Marino Nishimura, the 2 rookies that we've spoken about last episode, against Marino Saihara and Sakura Mizushima. So this is basically like fresh blood against the 2 main singles champions of 2025. Okay. So I thought it was really cool.
Sounds good.
The new Marino is, because there's 2 Marinos in this match, so new Marino in her 4th ever match is doing some weird submission stuff. It's like she's doing like a bridging reverse Mutalok. I don't know. You gotta love Actress Girls, to be honest. So Yeah, just a good match. Not as good as the two from the last episode, but I still thought it was good.
I'm trying to figure that one out.
Yes. No, I can't.
Bridging reverse?
I will not be able to explain it.
It's already... I don't know.
She's bridging upwards, and then the opponent is on top of her on the bridge, but she's holding the legs of that opponent. So it's like she's putting pressure on the legs by bridging.
Okay.
She's trying to stretch the opponent with a bridge.
Sounds good.
Yeah. She's a fucking rookie. I don't know.
Yes,
anyway.
it's cool.
So the main event was Nagisa Shiitsuki and Natsuki, which is Midsummer Seabreeze, against Riko Fukunaga and Yukina Uehara. This is where Natsuki announced her retirement after the match. So that's basically it.
Okay.
And shout out to Yukina Uehara, because she is just becoming good. She is getting better and better. Her kicks are fucking crazy. They're not rookie kicks. Like, she's throwing kicks. I'm obviously not going to say Syuri. Who's a really good kicker? Tomoko Inaba?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yukina Uehara's kicks are like almost as good. Maybe that's the big thing. It's not far off Tomoko Inaba, and she's like 50 matches in. It's fucking crazy. Okay. She taps out Nagisa with a new submission called YKNT, which is called the Yukina Triangle. So she is getting a giga push, which I'm okay with because she's good.
All right.
And
sure, why not?
There was a ChocoPro 500 match to celebrate their 500th episode. It was an in-ring show. There was no title match, though. So the only thing I'm just going to say is Chon Shiryu pinned Rina Yamashita, so that's the next challenger. He's like a... I don't know. He's been there since ChocoPro number 1. I don't know how to describe him. A lot of kicks, some high flying, all that stuff. A bit like Kung Fu style, I guess is his gimmick.
Okay.
So that would be a fun match.
I don't think I know him, to be honest. Not sure.
No. He's kind of only in like the ChocoPro sort of circles, like that.
I mean, I did watch a bunch of ChocoPro shows.
Yeah, but he's normally on the undercard as well. So I don't know if you watched the whole card.
Maybe not.
The main event was Balianaki versus Emi Sakura, and that's because Mei Suruga got injured, but they were going to do Balianaki versus Mei Suruga, which I'm pretty sure would have been a banger.
Yes.
So I wasn't, because they've never had a singles match, apparently. So
really?
Yes, okay. Which is crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
so they're saving it for later after Mei got injured. The Emi Sakura match was exactly as you expect. An Emi Sakura match, it was fine.
Okay.
So nothing really to go over. All right, quick previews. So next week we're going to be talking about almost every Joshi promotion we cover,
oh my God.
Except Actwres Girls. I'm pretty sure is what's happening. I'm not going to go for every card, guys. I'm just going to tell you who's having shows and maybe pick out some matches. So Sendai Girls on the 8th of February at Shinjuku Face. That's the one with Miyuki Takase and Chihiro Hashimoto in a singles match. There's also a tag title match on that show, which is Dash Chisako and Hiroyu Matsumoto versus Bob Momo Banana. That's
a banger.
You have to watch that match. Okay. 5th of January, I think it was, last year. It was this exact same match.
Okay.
And it was one of the best matches in Sendai Girls of the year.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yes.
Damn.
They're just very good chemistry, these two teams. So definitely try to catch that if you're interested in Sendai Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Then we jump to Marvelous Shinkiba on the 5th of February. We've got Sora Iyame versus Takumi Iroha. So why that's relevant is because in April last year, they had a match, and it's famous because Takumi Iroha chopped the fucking shit out of Sora Iyame.
I remember you talking about it.
Yes, it was like a couple months after her debut. It was like a full hazing. So I don't know what they're going to do here. Maybe Sora Iyame gets her revenge by kicking Takumi Iroha's shins, I feel like is what they're going to do. But that match I love because Takumi was fucking incredible in that match. Highly recommend that one from like 6th of April. I don't fucking know. Maybe I made that up last year. Ai Huzan faces Miyamoto in a singles match. That's very cool. Let's go Ai.
Mm-hmm.
The main event. Okay, actually, people might care about a semi-main event. Titus Alexander versus Yosuke Santamaria. They're just continuing their feud because Titus doesn't want to be kissed by Santamaria. So there you go. They got their big singles match. Main event. Echika, Miyavi, and Sareee versus Magenta. I'm quite hyped
what
for that.
The hell?
I'm hoping Echika joins Magenta after and like turns on Sareee.
Yeah, that's kind of the immediate thought I have.
I kind of want
when
that.
I hear that.
So let's see what happens. Then we jump to Oz Academy. That's their once a month Shinjuku face show. There's a Pioneer title match, I guess is one thing. So Jaguar Yokota versus Miku Kanai versus Rina Yamashita. That sounds fun.
Okay, that sounds uninteresting.
Yeah. And then the main event is the open weight title. So they don't normally have an open weight title match on every Shinjuku face. It's Hiroyu Matsumoto versus Sareee Ano. That's very good.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So I recommend those top 2 matches from Oz Academy on the 8th. You can watch that VPN or the high seas, most likely the high seas.
Alrighty, so, I remember them setting that match up.
Yes.
Now that I think about it, yes.
Then we jump to Seedling on the 10th of February. And it's a rookie debut! We get a new rookie.
Damn.
So her name is Rui, so she's going to get a new name, I'm guessing. But Rui versus Ryu Mizunami. So she's debuting against Aniki.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, so we need a rookie alarm on the soundboard, like a new rookie alert. Other cool matches. This isn't cool. A 3-on-2 handicap. Chanyota, Makoto, and Miya Shirai versus Hiroyu Matsumoto and Mirai.
Oh, that sounds sick though.
I don't know why they book it a handicap. I guess, Matsumoto and Mirai are just going to beat the fuck out of them? I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so.
Ayame Sasamura versus Sumiki Yanagawa should be cool. And then, these are tournament matches now. So Ayame Sasamura versus Sumiki Yanagawa is the next round of the tournament. And Miro Koga versus Nagisa Nozaki. So this is the tournament where they're all battling for the title, which Hiroyu Matsumoto holds, and she's already through to the next round. Cool. Then Evo. 4th of February. I told you guys there's a lot of shows next week. What's interesting here? Chi-Chi and Chihiro Hashimoto versus Hiroyu Matsumoto and Zonez.
That's crazy.
Guys, there's so many crazy matches next week. You got to be locked into Joshi next week. Let's just, that's the main one.
If not, you got to listen to us.
Yes, we will be reviewing or try to review all of these next week.
I hope I don't have anything to do on the weekend. I have to lock myself in.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my god.
There's also Chika versus Dash Sako on that match, which is cool as well. Let's jump to Ice Ribbon, 8th of February. They've also got a pay-per-view. Scanning Masahiro and Rhythm, who left JTO, versus Moe Hero and Yuka. So Yuka is back, baby.
Okay.
The queen of forearms. So I'm super happy she's back. And then, the main event is Kahu Matsushita and Minami Katsu versus Karari Wakana and Sumiki Yanagawa. So that's probably going to be good as well.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 main matches I'm looking forward to. Diana on the 8th of February. What do we got here? Anything interesting? Debbie Keitel versus Shanshan. That's very cool.
Oh, sick. Okay.
That's going to be very good. The main event is Kyoko Inoue, Mizuki Kato, and Rina Amikura. So that's Tradition Inherited. That's the stable name. Versus Haruka Misaki, Maika Ozaki, and Moran. That's Grace of Royalty. So it's just a unit battle in the main event.
Cool.
But Debbie and Shanshan, very good. And then finally, we have Wave, the 8th of February. And this is at Korakuen Hall. And so we got a bunch of good matches. The opener, unfortunately, is Kahaku and Hazuki. Yes. Versus Saki and Yuri. Oh. Then we have Yuki Mishiro and Yuko Sakurai. Again, Yuko Sakurai does nothing for me, but Mishiro is cool. We've got Chi-Chi and Miya Shirai versus... Okay, wait. Chi-Chi and Miya Shirai versus Kaoru Ito and Tomoko Watanabe. So, I mean, Ito's just going to beat the shit out of Chi-Chi. That's kind of what's going to happen there. Because, she's part of the Ito dojo.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
Then we have Honoka versus Sareee.
I saw that. I saw that match graphic somewhere.
Gonna be awesome.
I'm really looking forward to this one. Yeah, that sounds sick.
Yep. Then we got the Wave Tag Team title, which is Prominence, which is Hiragi and Kurumi and Mochi Natsumi versus Saran and Yumi Oka. That's gonna be whatever. Then the main event is Itsuki Aoki versus Kao Kobayashi, which we spoke about. So probably two bangers on that card for sure.
Yeah, sounds like it.
All right, deep breath. Done with previews. A lot of Joshi going on next week, guys.
Holy shit.
If you don't have time to watch any of it, just listen to our 1.5 hour podcast next week, which will be covering all of that.
Yeah, we're going to fly through it.
Let's do
90 minutes or less. Well. I don't even know how much sense this what's it called? The segment even still does for me, because I'm literally not watching any other wrestling anymore than the Joshi we cover every week. Like, it's been like the last like 5 weeks at least since I've had any other wrestling in my rotation. Well, I did see half of the Women's Royal Rumble, I guess.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
This was not my match of the week, though. I gonna say Sareee and Kikyo Furusawa, honestly. Wait, I'm kind of torn now, because after we covered the New Blood match with the Hero Sisters, I kind of want to give it to them, because it was such a fucking good match. And such a great psychological masterpiece.
I'm bumping that up several ratings after this show. I'm just saying.
So it's between those two for me.
Cool. And for me, I'm back in on AEW. I'm back.
Damn.
So Swerve and Andrade pulled me back into AEW. Wow. I don't know if I'll watch everything, but I'll definitely skip through MJF stuff. I think I want to make it my mission to try and not watch any MJF until he loses the title.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, the P. Diddy promo just kind of pissed me off. It's just weird watching, hearing that shit as a black guy. I don't need to be reminded that there's bad black guys and we might be similar because we're all black. It's just fucking weird, okay? It's not that I'm angry at him or, I didn't complain about it on Blue Sky. It's just fucking weird and I don't want to watch it. So, until he kind of just decides that stuff's not funny, I'll just not watch it. But I watched Mark Briscoe versus Tommaso Ciampa, and that match fucking rocked. I really enjoyed that match. Okay. I did not expect that Ciampa would win the title, so I liked it a lot. Then runners up are exactly as you'd expect: Kikyo Furusawa and Sareee, Zack Sabre Jr. and Yoshihashi in New Japan. New Japan might be back, guys. There's some fucking bangers on that 2nd of February show.
That is the one thing I wish I could make more time for. Like, I hear a lot of good things about New Japan.
If you need to drop one of the Indie Zone shows to watch New Japan, just fucking do it. There are some great shit you can't miss out on. Seriously, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to watch Ann versus Karare Bukano on Diet. I appreciate that you did, but I would recommend Zack Sabre Jr. instead.
Okay.
Callum Newman and Jacob Austin Young versus David Finlay and Hiromu Takahashi from the 1st of February. Also a fucking banger. I really like what they're doing with Callum Newman. Yeah, New Japan's kind of hitting for me. And if you know me, I am not a New Japan guy. We spoke about we're not like Tanahashi Saiba, famously, and then Rich Latta said he was going to kick us off the network. But it is hitting for me right now. And then finally, Averno versus Mystico from the 27th of January in Guadalajara. I just love these two wrestling. It is... So you know how people talk about like old school wrestling a lot? And I don't normally give a fuck? Sometimes I do like it. And these two are just very good at being a heel and a babyface in front of a fucking rabid crowd. And that match kind of rules just for that.
Awesome.
Right, we did it.
Holy shit.
Tim was very tired.
I wasn't very, very... what should I call it? I always want to say fit, but fit is not the right word in English, right?
A right state. You weren't in the right state. Yeah,
I wasn't in the right. I think we did well, though. Anyway.
Yes, thank you all. So, I genuinely thank you all for listening. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
This is kind of like it's like a passion thing for me and Tim. Hopefully that comes through when you guys are listening. I love talking about these things. Yes. You can see how much Joshi there is, and we like shining a light on it. And I appreciate you guys for listening.
Absolutely. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you throw us a 5-star rating or something. Subscribe, whatever. Leave us a nice comment. You can come into the Discord, talk to us. We would enjoy that too. We are part of the Social Suplex podcast network.
Do you want me to do this one, Tim?
You want to? You can take it.
Yeah, come on.
Shout out. Sorry. I wanted to shout out real quick. Emmy, she's the editor of the Social Suplex newsletter. she's great, and she was never drunk during karaoke. So just
didn't you do that last episode?
Did I?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You did this already. No, we meant to shout out Kaze. Kaze.
Yeah, I kind of did that at the start, right?
Yeah, you did do that at the start. Yeah, So just a reminder, don't forget about the Portuguese floods.
Oh shit, I messed it up. Yeah, you're right. It was supposed to Kaze this week, right?
And storms. And donate. We'll probably put a link. We should
yes, please help Kaze. Help
yes, help Kaze.
It's literally like a calamity state, it's called, right? It's like their Katrina over there right now.
Yeah, no, it's super fucked. And Kaze is the self-proclaimed #1 Joshi'ing Around fan, and he's supported us from the beginning, so shout out to Kaze.
Yes.
But we are part of the Social Suplex Podcast Network dedicated to bringing you all the best coverage all over the world, including Keeping It Strong Style, Trish and Sarah, who have a new episode out yesterday, so be sure to listen to that, especially if you want to hear Trish be prophetic about the Punk and Roman promo, which I'm sure got leaked to Trish because it was too spot on. Also, One Nation Radio, Tunnel Talk, who have made their return without Ali yet. But Mife did pretty well on that. So, I mean, pretty well. It's fucking awesome.
Mife?
Mife?
Yes.
How the fuck would I know how it's pronounced? It's not
because
like
it's
McGinnis.
Mike. It's Mike McGinnis. Yeah, I don't know why. But it's Mike with an F.
It's because I'm Spanish, okay? If I read that, I would never say Mife. It's Mife.
Okay.
Mife. All things elite, Imps, AEW Adventure, and Wrestling Art with Chris things. We also bring you the Social Suplex newsletter around once a month, yes. maybe longer sometimes if we've been on holiday and need some time to collate everything. And that gives you in-depth coverage from all the promotions, all the same ones we talk about. Probably the best coverage in media, to be honest. And if you have any questions for Tim and I, just join the Social Suplex Discord and ask us in the Joshi'ing Around channel.
While we're shouting shit out, just check out Mife's podcast as well, Library Pizza. It's very fun.
You did it on purpose just to bring up the fact that I said Mife, didn't you?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Okay, all right. Yeah, shout out to Mife's Library Pizza podcast. All right, thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.